Ariana Grande's concert.
Yo.
The report found that there were 2 pieces of evidence assessed about the suicide bomber who carried out the attack, and had they been acted on, officers could have surveilled him and found the car that the explosives were stored in. But a report on that information was never written up. With that, you
Zaire
actually had the
funny.
Director General of MI5
Yo.
saying that
Zaire! What are you doing, Zaire? Funny.
Intelligence is difficult, but had we managed to seize the slim
Zaire!
we had, those impacted might not have experienced such appalling loss.
Are you a comedian, Zaire?
That even though it was possible that quicker action might have stopped the bombing, it said it was, quote, quite impossible to say definitively if any intervention would have been fully effective. And so all of that bringing us to this lawsuit, which again, there are very few details out so far. But you did have the New York Times reporting that this actually appears to be the first time MI5 has been sued for failing to prevent a terror attack. With it noting that
First game on! Zaire!
Families of 9/11 victims have tried for a long time, but
Zaire funny.
with that, you also have places like
I'm good, man. Haven't seen you in a long time, man.
Yep. Well, I've been here. Must be you that's not showing up, Zaire.
Missed you, man.
Don't miss me. I'm no one to miss. I'm a nobody, Zaire. You're a somebody.
They wouldn't have allowed the attacker to walk into that arena. So yes, MI5 have, for me, most of the blame. But whether that argument has any weight in the legal world or...
But hopefully you've been out touching grass and doing the real world type shit.
So for one of those, we won't have to wait, because I'd love for you to leave comments down below on what your...
Let's go to survey camp.
Let's
go to survey camp.
Homemade goods or even a personal blog. I got a great solution for it. I want to thank the fantastic sponsor of today's show, Squarespace. Because, you know, I've been partnering with Squarespace for years now, and I have to say, it is just
Nah, Phil, we don't want to listen to that commercial.
Creating a beautiful website with Squarespace is fluid. It's so easy. You just drag things where you like. No coding necessary. If you need a starting point, Squarespace has a bunch of great professional templates. They even sell custom merchants. Squarespace will handle all the production and shipping. Plus, with Squarespace, you get access to all their marketing tools and analytics and their award-winning customer care team via email or live chat 24/7. So go check it out. See why so many others love it. See why you're gonna love it. Start your free trial today over at squarespace.com/Phil. Just make sure you enter an offer code Phil to get 10% off your first purchase and let them know we sent you. And then it's not just you. We have the president of Colombia openly talking about World War III, but not for anything having to do with Colombia itself. Instead, it's about the potential for escalating violence between Israel and Iran to lead to a bigger war. Right? And that connected to Iran over the weekend launching what many are calling an unprecedented aerial attack on Israel, which according to the IDF included the firing of at least 350 drones, missiles, and rockets launched by Iran and its allied groups in Iraq, Yemen, and Lebanon. Though notably, 99% of those were intercepted by Israel, the US, or other partners.
Who the fuck? What is that? Who just sent me a message?
Which notably is not recognized by the Israeli state.
Oh, I know who sent me a message, I bet.
And so the reason that this is considered an unprecedented attack has nothing to do with it being deadly or damaging. Instead, it's just the fact that it happened the way it did at all. That's because this is actually the first time Iran has launched an assault against Israel from its own territory. You know, Iran and Israel have been involved in a so-called shadow war for decades, with Iran largely acting through groups like Hamas, as well as Hezbollah and the Houthis. And this is a key part of Israel's strategy, being targeted assassinations of Iranian military leaders and nuclear scientists. And ever since the October 7th attacks, and in the midst of Israel's ongoing war in Gaza, things have started to heat up, with the most significant escalation before this weekend being when suspected Israeli warplanes struck a building that was part of an Iranian embassy complex in Syria. That attack killing several Iranian officials and leading to Iran's supreme leader speaking before a massive crowd, calling the attack a violation of international norms and vowing revenge. So now that Iran has actually followed through on those threats, everyone's freaking out, because there is a fear that this could be the thing that finally plunges the Middle East into a wider regional war. So with that, you had the UN holding an emergency meeting on Sunday, and Secretary General Antonio Guterres saying that the Middle East is, quote, on the brink.
The people of the region are confronting a real danger of a devastating full-scale conflict. Now is the time to defuse and de-escalate. Now is the time for maximum.
Also at that meeting, you had Israel's ambassador to the UN urging the world to stop ignoring Iran's crimes and take action there. And all this as the Iranian ambassador claimed that Iran had only attacked military targets in the occupied Palestinian territory, adding that Iran was committed to de-escalation and avoiding regional conflict, but also saying this.
If the U.S. initiate
Let me tightrope that
against
bitch.
Iran, its citizen, or its security and interest, Iran will use its inherent right to respond
disproportionately.
And so that brings us to, the U.S. response. And to start there, Biden released a statement on Saturday condemning the Iranian assault, also announcing that he'd bring together fellow G7 leaders to coordinate a united diplomatic response to Iran's brazen attack. And that meeting actually took place yesterday, with the emphasis reportedly being on non-military actions that would, quote, limit the prospects of a wider war. With that, the G7 also releasing a statement reaffirming support for Israel and accusing Iran of, quote, provoking an uncontrollable regional escalation. Which, is a pretty odd choice of words when the whole point of the meeting was ostensibly to control the regional escalation. But anyways, and perhaps more notably, Biden has reportedly said that the U.S. will not participate in any offensive action against Iran. He's been on the phone with Netanyahu, privately advising the Israeli PM against attacking Iran as well, apparently arguing that Israel successfully demonstrated its military superiority this weekend, making a further response unnecessary. But of course, whether Netanyahu actually takes Biden's advice, that remains an open question. As I'm reporting this, Israel's war cabinet is still weighing its options. Now, Israel has reportedly told the United States that it is, quote, not looking for a ceasefire with Iran. An Israeli official has also vowed to, quote, build a regional coalition and exact the price from Iran in the fashion and timing that is right for them. And in general, there's a lot of disagreement over what the best way to avoid escalation actually is. For example, Nomi Beryakov, an expert on Middle East politics, told the New York Times that Iran has made it, quote, abundantly clear that they consider the attack over, and that the response should at most be an attack on Iranian assets abroad, but not in the country itself. But speaking with the Associated Press, Bradley Bowman from the Foundation of the Defense of Democracies cautioned against being too soft on Iran. And though he didn't specifically advocate for direct strikes on the country, he did say the U.S. should make Iran, quote, regret this attack.
We all want to avoid a regional war, but the question is, how do you best achieve it? And my point is that if our adversaries are left with the impression that avoiding war is the most important thing for us, then you're simply inviting aggression.
With him going on in that clip to say he's not only talking about sending a message to Iran, but also to U.S. adversaries like Russia and China. So also with that, there's a new push by lawmakers in the U.S. to reaffirm the country's support for Israel and other allies, with nearly 100 representatives, both Democrats and Republicans, signing a letter in the wake of the Iranian attacks, urging Mike Johnson to immediately bring a bill that includes aid for Israel as well as Ukraine and Taiwan before the House floor. Of course, that, as aid for Israel, has become an increasingly contentious issue in the U.S. And to that point, while we've talked about Iran's aggression and violations of international law, it is of course also the case that Israel still stands accused of genocide and a host of other crimes. And all this is more than 33,000 people have been killed according to the Gaza Health Ministry. And even just today, you had thousands of Palestinians attempting to return home to northern Gaza, allegedly coming under Israeli fire. So, part of the point here being that all of this is incredibly complex in the sense of there are just so many different things happening and so many different levers that could be pulled that then affect all the other things. With that, I'll leave it there for now and ask you, what are your thoughts here? And then let's talk about this controversy around STIs and your privacy, because it's connected to this healthcare app that's out there right now called Calmera, which claims that it can identify up to 10 STIs based on a picture of your genital. For that, including everything from herpes to syphilis.
What the
HPV,
fuck?
And Calmera claims that not only can the AI powering the app do this, but that it can actually do it in under 60 seconds and with an accuracy rating of 96%. And this company might just be a sign of where the industry is going as AI companies continue to swear that their algorithms can do more and more and more. However, whether it's Calmera or another company, there are major concerns about efficacy and privacy. I mean, looking at Calmera again, many experts are shocked that they can claim 96% accuracy based just on a photo. Now, there's a reason that most STI tests use blood samples and direct swabs, just because the vast majority are asymptomatic. Like in your head, you might think, oh, well, something like herpes is obvious because it shows, but that's really not the case. Most cases never actually have an outbreak, and even when they do, it's for relatively short periods at a time. And it's the same story with something like syphilis. The initial symptoms often include a sore, and then it goes away. Unless you're catching these things right when they're happening, there's no real way for the app to know. And it completely misses other far more common STIs like gonorrhea or chlamydia, both having pretty easy to miss symptoms. And then for the times where it's not easy to miss, it's pretty obvious that you need to get a test. And then in addition to all that, there are privacy concerns, like how ethical is it to get a photo of your partner's genital? Obviously, you should never do that without their consent. That is illegal in many places. You could also run into revenge porn laws if you then send it off to a third party without their consent. Also, with this, I want to take a second to say, you should not feel uncomfortable asking someone for an STI test. How you do it, that matters a lot. Making your partner comfortable, it should be...
Are you sure you want to go in there?
Serious concerns about how Calmara and other AI companies treat this data. Sarah Geohagen, a lawyer for the Electronic Privacy Information Center, putting it this way, saying, I don't think a solution is taking photos of someone else's genitals and sharing them with an app that's not even a medical provider and isn't subject to the same standards a doctor's office would be. Because yeah, unlike a doctor and other actual healthcare workers, Calmara claims that it isn't beholden to laws like HIPAA, but claiming that its data can't be used to identify a single person. So I don't know how much that makes would-be patients feel. That's in addition to there being serious doubts that Calmara wouldn't need to follow. They have no way to stop it and motivate space, which would likely be enough to fall under it. Not to mention that the company likely needs to navigate a ton of other data privacy laws, even if the data is anonymized. And they likely even fail at that. One thing that's normally
Bro, we should not be pushing
won't
this.
save data that's sent to them. But according to one of the company's co-founders, my workers' computers
Nah,
are
but you hang
filled
back
with
and get
penis
some feet.
pictures. Which,
Hang back and
on top of that, there are real concerns that Kalmara and eHealth are vastly overpromising about their capabilities. And I don't just
That's what I fucking said.
But also because
I knew that was about to happen. I ain't moving to you now. Fuck no. I said,
and those images coming from
yeah, I'm alright. You're that guy.
Singapore,
Hey,
Australia.
I'm back
Told
here.
him
I'm
not
up
to
on-
push that.
The company claims
Hey, you got one coming up the right side over here, though.
questionable. How can they identify 10? And adding to the doubts
Okay,
of the
you're
fact
right.
that many of these images are synthetic.
There's
They
one
use
heading up the
other
right over
AI
here.
imaging models
Yeah,
to
I'm
verify
good. We can get back around this fucking rock too if we have
On the one
to.
hand, it's not real data, so there are fears that it could skew how models are trained. But on the other hand, proponents say that using realistic synthetic data can help fill in gaps in data sets where it can be hard to get that data and not protect privacy. And notably with all this, you have the company behind
Yeah,
the app.
we ain't getting to a replicator until one drops to us. Them, you getting shot?
Gary Lenning, who's a
Are they pushing to us?
Yeah, let's move.
Sheer unmitigated disaster in a massive report about the company. The concern, though, is that it's just the tip of the iceberg, and that we're on the
Oh my
verge
God,
of
we got
companies
out!
claiming
Not
that
hit!
AI-powered programs can promise the world. So again, that's not to say
I
that
got hit.
AI won't change uses in healthcare. A lot of prestigious and serious hospitals and institutions like UC Irvine are looking into how to leverage its power. In that case,
Look at my movement!
AI-powered conversational health agents can help sift through patients and more quickly get to the bottom of what a patient's concerns and needs are. And if done properly, it could heavily expand how many patients
Where we going
hospitals see
now?
and how well patients can be treated. And it's
You
clear
wanna go
where the
into
world
this
is headed as
village?
companies like Nvidia, whose hardware and AI powers much of the tech, are now
Yeah.
looking into
Rape the
shifting their
women?
focus to medicine, which also isn't surprising considering it is a $23 billion market and just growing. The big difference is
gonna
that
have
they're
a team
generally
coming
not
out of here,
using
though,
this
for
to
sure.
diagnose patients like Kalmara is. And they're not rushing to
fact,
put
I
it
just
out. But
heard them
really,
get raped
anything
by it.
using this tech, especially
Yeah, they're right here.
diagnosis, would likely need a
They
lot
just
of
got
peer
some.
review
Oh wait,
before
did they
it
get
can be
someone up?
considered safe and ethical.
We're out.
All this
We're not in the
boils
circle
down to
here.
that classic thing of new
Yeah, we're
tech.
close,
It can be amazing, except for all the cases.
Yeah, I don't
where
like
it's not. And
close.
often the times when it's not.
This ain't
because things are
horseshoes.
rushed and people are looking for a quick buck. We'll have to wait to see how all this plays out.
It
And
might
then,
be
before we get
hand
into the final
grenades, but
segment
it's
here, I just
not
gotta say congrats
horseshoes.
to Riley and the first Daily Dip winner of the weekly $500 giveaway towards any tickets on SeatGeek. Because as a newsletter subscriber, Riley wins $1,000 instead of just
Just find somewhere
$500.
hang
Because
for a
again,
second, so-
SeatGeek and the
okay.
Daily
Where the
Dip
fuck
are
did that
still giving
team
away
go,
up to
though?
$1,000 in tickets. And
They're gonna
you
be
should
coming out of
definitely
the ring.
enter today if you haven't already.
You mean they're gonna be coming out of the
Next to your
storm?
SeatGeek app profile for a
They're there.
chance at the weekly $500
Where?
prize, no purchase necessary. $1,000 prize
Yeah,
for
well,
people to daily
we.
dip
Oh, you're
subscribers
giving your
right
position
now.
away?
Here's
Come
the
on,
covering
bro.
entries and
There's
wins. So
3
get in on
teams up
that.
there, dude.
You're welcome.
Yeah, well,
Also,
okay.
here's
They're
the
busy.
Final segment. Comment.
Are they?
We dive into the comments on the
There's
last
3
show, see what
teams.
y'all
One
were
team's
saying,
down
what you
now,
were
and there's
sounding
2
off
fighting
on.
still.
Which on the note of sounding off, there
They're
were a
right
lot
next
of
to each
comments
other.
about Jesse Waters.
They're
If you're making $20 an hour to work at a fast food restaurant,
There's
right?
at least
is
3
that,
teams
is that
over there.
6 figures? Are you making?
No, you're making
What do you-
40 grand.
A lot of people like Mr. Star saying, Jesse Waters making $5 million a year, laughably struggling to do first-grade level
Is that
math.
you?
Really makes me believe you can truly do anything you want in this world.
I mean, I can't hit shit, but I'm trying.
PR Garcia spit on me says, that's a decoy, bud.
You can do
That's a
anything, doesn't
decoy,
work for
bud.
everyone,
Okay,
especially
but I'm
if
still
you're
shooting
out of
him,
luck and your parents
bitch.
are poor. Which I will say 2 things. One,
Let them know.
I can't
Don't
speak
come
for
this
others, but I will
way.
say, you will always in this life come across a lot of pull yourself up,
I'm in control of this land. I'ma get me a fucking evac tower out of this. Give me an evac, bitch.
No matter what your life is. But also, too, this is not universal. I'm speaking more kind of like generally. I am someone that believes that almost anyone can do almost
So we don't have a
anything.
good
But I will
evac
say
plan
it is
from
for a
here.
very cynical reason. You know, being in this very fortunate position that I found
I
myself
would say
in
we
over
push
the
back through
past
the
My
fucking-
plan is staying right on this rock, bitch. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm
You're in
just.
there,
Yeah, I'm
Well,
in.
yeah, you have examples.
If I got to, well, we probably should get to somewhere else. Unless you got an evac tower or
A
no?
lot of people that have
I do
no
not.
idea what
You
Trust
do?
me when I tell you, do
I
not
do not.
waste your time.
Well, then let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Blind confidence or
Hang
the
on.
presentation of
The team
content
right there.
trumps almost everything. In so many
No,
cases,
we gotta get
you
around this
actually be
edge.
Qualified for the thing. Usually not a
Yes,
requirement.
yes, we
Rarely
do.
enough. And I say that as someone that I wish.
If you don't have an evac tower, we'd have been trapped there. We can just sneak right in here and stay low. Right on these rocks here.
Episodes aren't on Spotify in audio format. Great work though. And I also got a number of tweets.
I'm in here, no one can see me. Sick on my dick, cause I'm the bad boy.
should now be back up.
I'm
Not
in the
worried with all
dark
the details. We're in the midst of changing
with
a
the
number of
lady,
things
but you
behind the
can't
scenes,
see me
including
now.
where we upload the show, that being YouTube, Apple Podcasts.
Why are you giving? What are you
Spotify,
doing up
creating a
there,
hub
you
over at
dumbass?
TV. It's where we're gonna start
What
posting
the
I'm not
show
just gonna
notes,
sit here and
include
This
rap.
motherfucker. Yes, you are.
Content
Yeah,
well,
team right here.
You are gonna sit here and rat and get first place with me. You shut your mouth. And let Garcia spit on it for you.
As always, thank you for being a
Before
part of
you
daily
stick it in
dives
'em.
into the news. Also, friendly reminder, grab some of that new gear over at beautifulbastard.com while you can.
Yeah,
I'm sure
should we
the
do a
hoodie is
really
going to be
good
evolving
position?
somewhat soon. But main thing,
I'll
just
give you-
remember,
I'll
my
give you
name's
that.
Philip
You do a
DeFranco.
really good
You've
position.
just been filled in.
We got fucking 8 squads. We're chilling. We're gonna get down to 4. We're gonna slide in. We can go down low and get around because they're probably all over there. I got a bubble if we need it. Do you see anyone down there? Let's go while we can. Let's go while we can. We can get in right here. I will be ratting right here. I think there's someone out there. There might have been flowers floating through the air.
Oh, come on, I'm supposed to start nailing these guys.
There's no bees to pollinate these flowers. How could this be? These flowers don't just grow like this by themselves. Are you shooting people at you, dumb motherfucker?
They're busy, don't worry.
No, they're not. They know they see a little thing go off and be like, boom, he's over to the right. You fucking idiot. Okay, you think they're dumber than you? Is that what you believe? Every player out here is just as dumb as you are or dumber?
No.
Some of them might be more intelligent than you, mister. They don't see me. Yeah, I just pinged them. Or they saw a fucking... Yeah, see? Yeah, they see you. Look at them. They're right here.
No, they see you.
No, they don't.
See? That was not.
Oh, who the fuck else was there?
Dr. Garcia spit on me says, LOL.
What are you doing, mate? We're not here to shag spiders.
Well, my dumbass fucking teammate gave our position away, so they knew to push over there first. That's what happened.
That was not.
You ruined. I had a plan. You did. You went off on your own fucking plan for no reason.
Dr. Garcia spit on me says, gotta learn to shoot your gun.
I'll shoot my gun when I need to shoot my gun, you dumb bitch. I won't shoot my gun when I don't need to shoot my gun.
Dr. Garcia
If you don't learn,
says,
if you don't learn gun control, you're never gonna win.
Dr. Garcia spit on me says, air.
Suck on my dick, you stupid fuck.
Today, we're teching it to the next level.
Okay.
All bits are off. P.S. You won't know what to expect. Windows 11 might be getting start menu ads, according to Microsoft itself.
Going over strategy. I am ready for anything.
Breathe easy. Watch your side and never quit.
Alright, so I did my hair for this. Nothing wrong with looking good in the ring, and I look good.
Introducing your champion.
You're quicker than I thought. Too bad I'm quickerer.
I'm gonna need to run and hide here in a minute. Cause I gotta go change some filament in my 3D printer. It should only take me about 120 seconds at most, but let's not drop hot, please.
Ejixer_90 says, KBB.
Don't call me BB. What the fuck? Okay, alien creature. We got a team to our left. We got a team right under us. This is hot. You're literally dropping to the hottest place on the map in thermal temperature. Oh, what the fuck? Are you dumb? Didn't a team just land here? Did a team not just land here?
Ejixer_90 says, bro, no.
Bro, yes. You think you're my brother now, too? You have to earn the right to call me your brother. Shit don't come easy like that.
And closing in 45. Probably gonna have to run.
I leveled up. Now, let's get an upgrade.
Some champion, huh?
I'm upgraded and ready to jam.
Shot a cargo bot. Tell your friends.
Ring close in 10. We're nearly there. Optics here. Mid-range.
Wake up, ring's moving. That thing hurts.
Optics here.
Extended
Close
heavy
range.
mag here. Level 2.
Care package being delivered.
You hear that? There's a care package coming down.
It's all you, team.
That's what? What? No one knows. You guys left me. Why'd you do that?
Attention.
I feel like that wasn't very nice of you.
Rockstar out.
New kill leader. Wonder what the fight was.
Are there people here? Are there people here?
Way in the distance. Firing.
Got one spotted.
Rival there. Way in the distance.
He got a scope.
Frag out.
I ain't trying to get into that with a sniper right now from here. I got nothing.
Opponent. Far. Reloading. Enemy. Opponent. Far.
Setting out my decoy.
Hitting ring countdown.
Enemy shield cracked.
Minus one opponent.
Next ring's far. Hope you like exercise. Downed an enemy. It's dupes o'clock.
Broke their shield.
Attention. Delivering replicator.
Replicator on its way down.
Frag out. Tingnan mo.
I don't even know how you got down there. What in the fuck?
Reloading. Last member of that team. Sorry. Opponent is close. Getting shot at. Firing. Recharging my shields. One sec.
Bam to the woozle. Sending out a decoy.
Ring close in 1 minute.
What's your plan? I know my plan.
Helmet here. Shield battery here. For the times I can't help. Ring optics here.
My plan involves going and getting this tower over here.
There's a jump tower over there.
Heard that. Giving my shields a recharge. Sending out my decoy.
Come and get your birthday present.
TikTok, 10 seconds. Dupes to the rescue. Found a heat shield here.
In progress.
We'll be toasted by the ring if we don't move.
Standard stock here. Level 1. I think we should move that way.
Care package being delivered.
Looks like a care.
We're gonna be pinned in that valley if we do. We'll go into a killing zone, but okay.
How about this way?
We should probably move away from here.
Enemy there.
There's likely to be enemies coming from that way at some point too.
Ejixer_90 says, they're leapsing.
I've spotted an enemy. They're far.
Bam goes the boozle.
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown.
Battery low.
Attention.
Replicator on its way. Spotted an enemy. There.
Charging battery.
Ring close in 1 minute. Firing.
Alright, frag out.
Enemy. Doing. There. Deploying
30 seconds. Rings close.
It's dupes o'clock. I guess I owe you dinner now, huh?
Hostile spotted.
Using a Phoenix kit.
Do you want me to put a tower out?
Recharging my shield. Don't worry about me.
10 seconds. The ring's just ahead.
Do you want me to put a tower out?
I think we should move that way.
Gonzas04 says, yeah.
Rethinking our strategy. How about moving in?
Wake up, ring's moving. That thing hurts. Check it out. Care package coming in.
Sentinel near that tower. New kill leader. Go on, watch out.
New kill leader. Soon to be me.
There's a new kill leader. That's a target on their back.
Just gotta pass.
We're never gonna make this. What did you guys just make me do? What a dumbass play. Holy fuck, bro. Why did you run that way? And turn around and come back? Led me to my death.
One sec, healing up.
Scrappy DP says, no game sense.
Replicator on its way.
Scrappy DP says, dead. Scrappy DP says, good.
Deathbox here.
Scrappy DP says, great work.
What the fuck? That's your fucking play.
US users of the newest preview build in Windows 11's beta channel will now see ads for apps and allegedly websites that Microsoft thinks you might be interested in. The recommendations will naturally appear in the recommended section of the start menu, which has normally only been used to display recently used or opened files, folders, or apps. Having said that, these changes may never show up in a final version of Windows, but if they do, you can apparently turn off the ads in Windows settings if you only want your start menu to display the apps you've actually installed on your PC. You do you. You too good for new things? You'd think Microsoft may have better things to do than scare people away from Windows 11, like, for example, making it possible for Windows 10 users to upgrade in the first place. Microsoft just fixed an issue that has been blocking some Windows 11 upgrades for 2 years. Windows 10 users with Intel Smart Sound Technology audio drivers installed have been unable to upgrade since at least November 2021. Forget convincing you to upgrade to Windows 11, Microsoft can barely manage to make upgrading possible in the first place.
Introducing your champion.
Imagine not even having the luxury of telling Microsoft no. That's like the one thing you get. PC Cooling Company and giant robot made of light fixtures, Lamptron, has been giving away counterfeit software keys with its products. This was discovered thanks to an investigation by German overclocker Der Bauer. Lamptron has been giving away license keys for Ada64, a diagnostic and benchmarking software. After hearing from an employee that Lamptron provided keys don't work, Der Bauer decided to look at the key he received with a Lamptron ST060, an air cooler with an LCD screen on it you can use to display data from your motherboard sensors using, you guessed it, Ada64. On the packaging for the ST060, it says the Ada64 key is a free version and doesn't support updates. What that means in practice is if you try and update this free version, it becomes marked as an illegal copy. And then your mom finds out. Final Wire Limited, the makers of Ada64, told Der Bauer they are aware of Lamptron bundling invalid licenses with their products. In fact, Final Wire doesn't know if Lamptron has ever bundled valid licenses. It's probably just some sort of technical glitch on Lamptron's part. I mean, that's probably also why Lamptron's site is down. An innocent, perfectly legal virus of some kind.
Should have never built this robot.
And they just happen to be in the Cayman Islands for other reasons. Tesla is having a bad time. Today, the company has announced a 10% reduction in its workforce after apparently halting Cybertruck deliveries. Multiple customers were informed over the weekend that there was an unexpected delay regarding the preparation of their vehicle. as opposed to all those expected delays. Longtime Tesla correspondent Holmars Catalog tweeted that the delay was due to an issue with the accelerator pedal. While that isn't confirmation, some Cybertruck customers have reported issues. Yesterday, an owner posted a TikTok claiming the metal cover on his accelerator pedal slid off and got stuck underneath part of the dash, pressing and holding the accelerator down. Earlier this month, another Cybertruck owner claimed they crashed into a light pole because their vehicle didn't slow down when they took their foot off the accelerator.
Just didn't want there to be a
Elon's favorite movie is Speed, so the 6,600-pound pickup may not reliably slow down. At least those sweet windows are baseball-proof.
to be safe from hoodlums.
Yeah, but you can reliably stop overpaying for your cell phone thanks to our sponsor, Tello. They're offering more data and lowering their prices for every single plan. With Tello's Unlimited plan, you get a host of features. Free international calls to 60+ countries, free hotspot and tethering, and unlimited 2G data after you've used your 35GB 4G LTE/5G balance for just $25 a month. Oh, and forget those binding contracts. With Tello, there is no bulk buying, no advance or annual payment, no contracts. Just pure flexibility to build your own phone plan just the way you like it. It's like this, or this. It's flexible.
Okay.
Say Tello to your new phone plan at the link below. Quick bits are a lot like normal news, but they're fun size. People constantly tell me size doesn't matter, so I'm sure they're just as good as average size stories. Intel unveiled their next-gen CPU socket, which will gently cradle the company's upcoming Arrow Lake, aka Core Ultra 200 desktop processors, when they launch later this year. Intel's current-gen chips use the LG 1700 socket. The new one's called LGA 1851, which means it's 151 pins better. I say that because, as of now, we literally don't know
Someone's
why
sniping
those
at
pins
us.
are there. They might be used for extra power or PCIe lanes, or, as PC Gamer points out, they might not be put to use until the processor generation after Arrow Lake arrives. What we do know
Are you
is
guys
that
staying here to
buying
fight?
motherboard with higher number feel better than lower number. That all reason we need.
Okay, I'll come back.
Adobe is working on adding generative AI video features to its Premiere Pro video editor this year. They showed off a preview of what the technology may look like in a YouTube video, and you can tell it's just a proof of concept because the Premiere didn't crash a single time. As if it wasn't enough for them to have their own
Can you mark 'em?
accelerator, Adobe is also looking to integrate third-party tools like Tika, Runway AI, and OpenAI's Sora. With these upcoming AI tools, you won't believe how many new ways Premiere will be able to crash.
Society. It's over.
Now rendering society. Google I/O is coming up. That means it's time for every detail of upcoming Pixel phones to leak. A Google insider has told Android Authority that the Pixel 9 series will have emergency satellite coverage, similar to the newest iPhones. Meanwhile, the entire appearance of the Pixel 8a leaked thanks to the mobile
I
carrier
do not see where
US
you guys are
Cellular.
shooting at
But
all.
US Cellular didn't leak any color options because outlet Android Headlines already did that the day before. And that was pretty much the only mystery left since the 8a's entire specs were leaked over a week ago. You know, for a company that collects as much data as it does, Google sure is terrible at keeping secrets. Did you not use the incognito tab? Garner, a company specializing in data elimination, has released a video demonstrating a new tool for rapidly dismantling decommissioned hard drives for recycling, the Discmantler. Patent pending. Be there.
No discs are safe.
The Discmantler disassembles drives using an innovative process of rapidly vibrating them until they simply fall apart. A process that typically takes between 8 and 90 seconds and requires no cooldown between drives, unlike me. And honestly, I think that's how a lot of us would like to go. Violently jiggled into oblivion and harvested for parts. That's my kink. Jessica wrote that. And a rebuilt version of audio-based social media app AirChat has launched on Android and iOS. Despite being currently invite-only, AirChat is already ranked 27th in social networking on the Apple App Store. All posts and comments on AirChat are audio posts with an attached transcription. According to the app's creators, the idea is to humanize online communication by using the natural voice, which will help users get along better. But I'm not sure my Twitter experience would be improved by actually
Someone just picked
hearing
that up.
someone telling
So
me I
we're-
deserve
someone
a
just picked
shot
that.
because I dressed my dachshund as a hot dog.
They're
Harvester.
not people.
He's overheated.
Now I want
Meaning they're right here.
And you'll be a hot dog if you come back on Wednesday for more tech news. Ooh. I'll have to keep myself from slapping my ketchup and relish. I've already received numerous warnings from him. That's actually why he's not on camera. He's already skipped.
Clean this up.
Getting shot at. Variable for the lab rats. I still see
here. Level 2.
Medkit here. There's a mobile respawn beacon here.
Some guns, stole leftovers from Wick's fridge. Mate, I'm tipped off.
Alright, that's why I said we go. So we, like, we'll be there for like 10 minutes. That's what we done.
Well, that's not good.
What?
Not cheap.
And she's rich, it's fine. She comes from a very rich Chinese family.
That's not the point, though. You know you're gonna wait in line 45 minutes to an hour to get in. You know that, right?
Oh, we have a reservation.
Then forget what I just said.
See what I mean, man?
See, I plan ahead, and this guy's like, where's the thing we're supposed to go to?
It's these famous Chinese families, man. They just get away with everything. How much did you give them?
I gave him a $20 tip.
That's it?
It was a $12 ride. Yeah, it was a 200% tip.
That's not enough. You're a millionaire. Are these real?
This ain't too bad of a start. We die,
Oh my god, they are. Is this real? Oh my god, it is. They actually just told me I can't film.
Amigo, nos tocó Scrappy en el equipo.
No, in general. Yeah.
Wait, actually?
Yep.
Why are you still filming?
I bet that's a good spot. Woman's intuition.
Are you talking to me, soy boy?
No, no es Scrappy, chaval. Me ilusionó.
Who's been here? No fucking way. Why would they put
Mega
him next to this
what?
douchebag?
You love this guy.
Literally the shittiest artist of our generation.
Oh my god. Whatever. It was a huge line, but I got reservations.
Oye, ¿no te dolió nada chido en los packs esos que regalaron? No, güey, pura mierda, puro gris. Güey, a mí también, grillas, güey. Creo que lo más chido fue algo legendario, pero no creo que... No, ni eso, no, ni morado, güey. Fue cuando salió esta madre...
Wait, no way, we're in?
Para la...
How are
A mí
you
no,
out of place? You
ni las gracias me dieron.
It's because I haven't seen a single emo
Un poco de
girl since
mierda.
we got to Vegas. There's so many emo girls in
Un
Texas.
chingo de
It's
veces
like
les
part of the
tocó
culture.
hijos de
I haven't seen
perra.
a single emo girl in Vegas.
A mí no me va a tocar reliquia ni aunque compre 500 packs.
It's over here.
Ahí en Facebook. ¿A ustedes qué les tocó? A mí 4 reliquias.
I don't know.
Las 8 fueron reliquias.
Yeah, why'd you snitch?
En los 8 packs me salieron 24 reliquias. ¿A ustedes qué les salió?
I feel the same way.
Sí, la
I mean,
Helix,
for
sí.
free anyway.
Siempre he estado roto, chaval.
Ooh, the back rooms.
My man's got a brand new bag.
Oleada.
Marvin, I have a question.
Te lo quito, güey. A mí no me
Like, let's
importa,
say I'm
güey.
on
Ahorita
a
te lo
highway and I see a random all-you-can-eat buffet. Like, what would you compare it to this? Like, is this like the best? Like 5 stars?
You hear that?
Yeah.
There's a care package coming down.
We came all the way from China for this. So we're really excited.
What? The market went away?
There's another line.
my bad, güey.
What the fuck?
I'm just gonna go stare at the fish.
In New York, bro. Stupid, lobo.
You stupido. Chupa el magrote.
I mean, you have to stop yelling. There's people. What's up? Chat, he knows who we are.
I can't hear you. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, wait, there it is.
Aw.
I see a lot of toxic stuff online though.
Okay.
Miss Kiff and Emmy Whoop.
See your Emmy Whoop.
Oye, ¿qué está?
You have like the deepest voice ever.
Se usa de cerca o de lejos.
I think you'd be like a radio host.
Pues como puedas.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? A Chad version of Tips.
Está bien rota.
Let's see what the doc ordered.
Why not say like GG?
GG.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you play poker? I saw you play poker with Moist Critical once.
Yeah, I did. Well, you kind of have his deep voice.
No hay nada chido.
Yeah. Wait, he says and everybody goes, so that's about
Una
it?
verga.
So, that's about it. See it.
Güey, me dio ese llamado
Alright.
Sí. Es nuevo ese güey.
Ooh, the American.
Dios mío. Había otro que se llamaba Black. Y hicieron cambios de jersey y decía Black Nick. No, neta. Sí, por eso lo decía.
Oh, in 90 minutes we get kicked out of here?
No hay nada, tengo una fucking Mozambique.
Yeah, we only got 90 minutes. We gotta hurry up.
Cheta esa.
What is this? Now, I'm assuming that doesn't count for the 90 minutes, right? Like, we still have 90 minutes when we sit down? Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you.
Baila con el tubo. Tengo una vajilla. Una putita en la vida.
Whoa, why are you that far away from me? What the fuck? Loco! Loco.
Scruffy.
Muy loco.
This is so fancy. Oh, this is the Italian.
Me fui a la verga.
Chinga tu madre.
Is brie cheese, green apple and candied pecans. Breakfast pizza, margarita pizza.
Sorry, when you're wide.
Mi gringo.
So fancy.
Gringo frijolero.
You stupido. I say.
You gotta stop yelling. Chat, are we cool now? What? Food? You eat. No, I will.
You're black?
I'll just wait till you're done and then you sit down with the chat and then I'll go get food. Emmy, there's no way you're at a world-renowned buffet and you're getting fucking crab ragu. You spend $75. You have 90 minutes. You're getting crab ragu. Next, I bothered you.
Oh my god! El stupido.
Yeah, it looks great. I don't know how anyone likes this. I'm sorry. This shit's gross. You got the egg one. It's gross.
A chupem!
Podemos craftear.
Oh my god, this is kidding. You gotta get me some of this. Get me some of that. Just put it on a plate.
Vámonos.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Ahí viene.
It's fucking salami.
Corre, ahí va.
No.
Vamos a hacer mierda. Mames.
That's about $75.
Oh. Me matan, es increíble.
This is so fucking annoying. You're probably one of A.D. Ross's fans. Wait, that actually looks so good. That's what I'm gonna eat. Wait, this looks amazing.
Vamos aquí arriba.
Because it's easy.
What the fuck? Ya llegaron, güey. No, what the fuck?
I tried it, babe. What's up, man?
Corre,
Hey.
corre, corre.
Hey. Nice to meet you. You know what? On me, you guys can get anything you want for the next 90 minutes.
Aquí algo dorado. Pásame.
You're welcome.
¿Cómo nos vamos?
It was nice seeing you.
¿Para dónde? Para canonizármenos allá atrás. ¿No tienes botiquín?
Are you crazy?
Sí, pero te puedo...
You know what you got, Emmy? You got the I'm 13-year-old and I'm
espera,
still
ahí hay un
emo
pix.
phase plate.
Chamo, cabeza. Aquí.
I don't know what I just said, but the chat's gonna say true just because I made fun of him.
Allí ya lo suave.
Emmy, I love how this is your stream.
Kinda.
I carried around the fucking backpack and I just pointing the camera at me. Is this what I do? Wait a minute. I just do every stream. Now you're supposed to...
If you don't want me to, I won't. I thought you're such a cam whore. You probably felt bad that I was putting it on myself.
No, my sister's a cam whore, not me.
Well, you're always like, they didn't put the camera on me, so I felt bad. I can put it on myself. I don't care.
Carry. ¿Por qué hay gente? ¿De dónde venía? Sí, hay gente. ¿Qué hacemos? Va.
Thank you, gracias. Mucho gracias.
You're welcome, Igor.
Bien.
Chat, when you know what you want in life, you never stop.
Perfecto.
Nice, very good. Salsa, cumbia.
Puerto Rico. I can roll my R's. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
¿Está loco,
Muy español. Muy grande, bien. Someone just got res right here.
I mean, if they didn't have that 90-minute limit, then yeah, I would say it's worth it.
Ahorita, no. Fíjate que no te izquierda.
You know what you like in life, why would you try to...
Scrappy le habrá robado contra él, no el astro. El scrappy. Porque también habla español y estos videos de
I need ammo if I can get someone that comes down.
No más, usted también tiene todo, chavo. ¿Qué hizo? Que necesita balas.
Necesito energy heavy.
¿Quién es? Ah, no.
Necesito heavy.
Aquí. No mames, me caí, güey. Levántate, güey. Va cayendo un cabrón. A la verga, a la verga. Pasó, sigue. Deberíamos de subir.
Necesito retreat.
Me caí. Tengo gente. Tengo aquí, ayuda. Está muerto, está muerto, está muerto, está muerto.
Over top. Over top of me.
Drop. Time for school. Come on, time for school. Come on, man. Fuck. Oh, fly line. No mames, resista que nos dejen que seamos 5. Captain. Fuck, what the fuck? Se la va a rifar, güey. Que llegue con nosotros. Ojalá le toque baliza, tío. Ahí había una baliza. Yo tenía. ¿Qué hace? Se va a ir a la luna. Voy a agarrar la foto.
¡Necesito run!
¿Está qué? Run. Bien, ¿qué hace? Very good. Just try hard. Ni de todo le hace que digamos. ¿Qué hace? ¡Llegate! Pero no te cura. Just try hard, déjalo. Está loco. Y nos abandonan, Diego. No mames, lo van a matar. Los mataré. No mames. What the fuck? A la verga. Yo no llego. No llegamos. No mames, güey. Qué verga, güey. Lamentable. Mata a uno si quieren. Hola, verga. Llegó el cabrón. Bueno, más 5 por lo menos.
Bueno.
This is the dessert area. Ooh, pineapple upside down cake, cinnamon rolls. Ooh, I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff. There's an ice cream bar here. Wow. Wait, look. These have the lemon parfaits have little pandas on them. So cute. And these ones have little bees. I'm trying to find where the plates are. Then I'm gonna grab a bunch of stuff. I think this is oh my god, wait, this is the line. I know. I'm in line to grab a plate. Oh, you guys are waiting for crate? Well, I'm waiting for a plate. Yeah, I'm waiting for a plate too. Dad's just waiting for a crate. Yeah, I'm having the same problem. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh, a girl just grabbed a plate off of a cart and gave me one too. Okay, well now I can get food. Do I get ice cream? I want to just grab these first. I'm going to grab a little panda. One of those little bees too. Little bee. This one's a drooling face, but there's like sunglasses ones and hard eye ones too. Oh, these all look good. I don't want to take too many though, because I won't be able to eat them all. They have a Lucky Charms thing. Very cute. I'm gonna get a little dessert spoon. And I'll grab one for Miz too. Oh shit. In case he wants any. Ooh, cupcakes. Oh god, what do I get? I'm overwhelmed. Oh, I don't want to waste it, but it's just so much. Okay, this is probably good unless I could get ice cream. Maybe I'll get a cinnamon roll. And then that's probably good. Maybe I can come back. Probably won't, but maybe.
I keep my shields full.
Oh god, wait, it's all like liquidy. Whatever, I'll try it. I already touched it, so. Okay. Hello. This one's got a monkey face.
Oh, I forgot to switch fucking characters.
Hold on tight. Let's check out that one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Banana cream pie.
a cute ass dog. I mean, you almost just got me killed.
Wait, what did I do?
That guy was gonna murder me.
What?
Yes, you don't see him?
Backpack here. Level 2.
Trespassing on his property. Do you not see? Yes, this whole spot's his property. Wait, do you guys hear me breathing?
Really?
Yes, because I have fucking I have a fucked up lungs or some shit. Bro, this thing I'm so annoying. You might want to take the camera. Ooh, water. Way to duck.
How are you so small?
Yes.
Where's his mom? Or is he old enough to not have
I feel like he's alone.
Yeah, why is he by himself?
Leveled up. It's upgrade time. Let's see what the duck ordered. Got an upgrade. Gonna put it to use.
Extended light mag here. Level 2.
Is that crazy?
Looking for an extended sniper mag if you find one. Looking for sniper
Wait,
out.
but look at this.
Cracked an enemy shield. Wouldn't let down range.
Yeah.
Give my shield a recharge.
The spinny camera thing?
Yeah.
No, we should both do it.
Yeah, we have a camera too. Yeah.
Wanna do a 360 video?
I kind of want it. How much is it?
It's $20.
Is it cash only?
No. Credit card, PayPal.
That's up to you.
What the fuck?
I don't really want to do it, but you can do it if you want.
Why don't you want to do it?
You can try for free. You don't have to like.
That's what I get for
Really?
being stupid.
Yep. Are you sure? Okay, I'm down. No, that's really good.
That's actually cool. Okay. I don't know what.
I wouldn't
should
even
stay
push
there
that.
too?
You could use the replicator and just go res them right away.
Yeah, that's such
Oh, should I do that?
That's so sick.
Unless you want to push the 3 people.
Do many people do
I
that?
don't want to do that.
Yeah. No, that's good. Dude, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
So it's gonna be $40. 2 videos.
Oh, I thought you said it was free.
No, you can't try for free. You have to pay to buy it. So you got the video. So.
What?
You're trying to scam him?
What? That's so scam. Come on, man.
No, I didn't. Oh, okay. Oh, so here's another thing. Work hard and you put like $2
Oh,
on fee.
are you not? Oh my God! What did my? You didn't go back to the thing to get him up, brother.
You got us good, dude. You're like literally the guy who falls for every tourist trap.
You're not an executable.
He said for free. I'll be real with you, Emmy. If we weren't on stream, I would have walked away.
Today, the PS5 Pro gets confirmed. Intel's next-gen desktop CPU sleeve, Ryzen 9000 is right around the corner, and everybody is rushing out their next-gen gaming GPUs. Welcome everyone to Gamer Mel. First up for today, Sony's PlayStation 5 Pro has just gotten confirmation, along with specs, performance, and release timing. So strap on in because it's pretty much all here. This story originally comes from The Verge, who, first off, like I said, was able to confirm the existence of the upcoming console. It's codenamed Trinity, and developers are already being asked by Sony
Get back to us! Get back!
compatible with the new hardware with a strong focus on ray tracing.
Get your ass back.
The hardware, they were able to get a full list of specs. Turning things off, the CPU is
Move now, move! Get out of here!
mode that allows it to clock at least a bit higher to 3.85 gigahertz.
Come to me and let's tower.
5 gigahertz for low, the high CPU frequency mode can be enabled by developers. But of course, given this is a gaming console, the most important part is the graphics card, and that has gotten a serious boost. In fact, GPU rendering is expected to be 45% faster than the standard PlayStation 5. But the most important part is the PS5 Pro's ray tracing performance. According to The Verge, ray tracing performance is up to 3 times faster. And if you follow this channel, you know that a month ago I discussed very similar performance. In that video, I made it clear that the leak more or less proved the PS5 Pro is using RDNA 4 architecture for ray tracing. And here, The Verge actually states that the PS5 Pro is using a quote, more powerful ray tracing architecture. So yeah, the PS5 Pro is set to be one piece of an upgrade. When it comes to the release, Sony is apparently set to drop the new console during this year's holiday season. And next up for today, 2 of Intel's next-gen desktop CPUs were just leaked. But before I get to that, I used to have a really tough time learning certain complex parts of computer science, mostly because I have ADHD and I get really bored easily. But all of that's a thing of the past, because I now learn with today's sponsor. Brilliant, the online platform that uses a method proven to be 6 times more effective than watching lecture videos. And that's hands-on learning, where they get you to actually do the problems yourself. What's even better is that their courses were crafted by an award-winning team of teachers, researchers, professionals from Duke, MIT, Microsoft, and more. So you know you're learning the right stuff, not just some random person who may not even
Going under
know
and
the
through,
subject.
buddy?
Plus, Brilliant has tons of courses in the STEM field, which means there's something for everyone. And today, when you visit brilliant.org/gamermeld or use the QR code, you'll get a 30-day free trial. And when that's up, you'll get 20% off your premium membership for life. Once again, that's brilliant.org/gamermeld or use the QR code. Now back to the story, Intel's next-gen Arrow Lake CPUs are set to be one huge leap from their current Raptor Lake refresh. Not only does it come with a brand new architecture built on a better node that promises big performance gains, but also comes with a brand new LGA 1851 socket. And don't forget that these are set to be called their Core Ultra 200 line. Well, in a couple newly leaked driver logs, we get one of our first looks at the upcoming parts. Starting things off, we have 2 CPUs here, and you can see that these are Arrow Lake S parts, which means they're desktop CPUs. One comes with 24 cores and a clock speed of 3 GHz, and the other one comes with 20 cores and a clock of 2.3 GHz. Of course, those clocks don't mean much here, given they're likely for early engineering samples, but there's one thing that is important. As you can see, neither processors come with hyper-threading. There's 24 cores and 24 threads, or 20 cores and 20 threads. If you remember, earlier this year, I discussed a new patent from Intel that whenever a process called rentable units. This would basically dole out bigger tasks to the bigger cores and smaller tasks to the smaller cores, with the goal of finishing tasks at the same time. And given the fact that hyper-threading is essentially just doing tasks during downtime, it would ultimately try to do what hyper-threading does, but just in a different way. So as long as Arrow Lake does have this new tech, it may not matter that much that it doesn't have hyper-threading, though we'll obviously have to see how well this new system can work. Specifically, how well it works with Windows. Either way, Intel's next-gen CPUs are set to be a very interesting launch. Next up, we've seen a few leaks recently which shows us that AMD's seriously close to releasing their next-gen Ryzen 9000 CPUs. The last one was a chipset driver that added support for Ryzen 9000 to an ASUS motherboard. Well, in a new BIOS update for MSI's MPG B650 Carbon Wi-Fi, the company flat says it. The Agiso 1.1.7.0 patch is to update the motherboard for next-gen CPUs. So they're actually saying the quiet part out loud. And given this is for an AM5 board, it's obviously made for their desktop lineup. And we pretty much already know that it's their Ryzen 9000 parts. And according to the most recent rumors, AMD could in fact be announcing their next-gen parts at this year's Computex. For those who don't know, that starts June 3rd, meaning next-gen parts could come even sooner than we thought. Though I will say AMD may just tease them with an actual release a bit later. Still, it's exciting to see the company gearing up for their next-gen release. And while on the topic of releases, NVIDIA is apparently rushing out their next-gen RTX 5000 gaming GPUs. This story originally comes from a new video from Moore's Dead, who recently for starters, one of their firms is more or less rushing to release their enterprise GPUs because of AMD's MI products. Think their MI300 accelerators or their rumored MI350 series. Either way, NVIDIA is starting to get scared. And the good news here is that also according to this source, their next-gen gaming GPUs are essentially going to be identical to their Blackwell editions of their enterprise cards.
You better move or you're gonna die. You're not good at shooting.
And that brings me to these other sources. According to 2 other sources, NVIDIA may even be releasing the 5090 and 5080 in Q3. And yes, that means that the recent report claiming that the cards releasing will be the 5090 and 5080 seems to be correct. But get this, he's actually hearing that they could be announced as early as Computex, which once again is in early June. With that said, even if it does happen then, don't expect a large number of cards. This will likely be a paper launch yet again. But still, NVIDIA's next-gen cards may be coming way sooner than we originally thought.
being aimed at.
So while that
You're
is
being aimed at.
frustrating,
Move,
which
move,
RTX
move,
5000 partners
move.
do
Don't
this
wait for that.
example? Let me
Keep
know
moving while you're doing that.
comments below. And make sure you try out Brilliant for free at brilliant.org/gamermelt. And as always, have a great day.
You got this, Chili. You got this. Uh-oh.
Bit of controversy surrounding Marquez Brownlee. And
It looks like there was a Trojan horse hidden inside.
pin. Now this is a pretty cool pin. It's pretty interesting, but it's not a really good product yet, and it's definitely not a good value for customers. Now, obviously, due to Marquez saying that it's the worst product he's reviewed yet, a lot of people had their say on Twitter, and let's go over some of that stuff. Now, this person, Daniel Vicello, they said, "I find it distasteful."
Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I'm afraid. I'm really afraid. I'm just kidding. Nothing scares me.
Breathe easy. Watch your side.
First, do no harm. Shut the fuck up.
No faffing about, fellas. Let's bloody do this.
Introducing your champion.
My squad's gonna beat up your squad. Follow the leader. Live in there. Oh, yeah. Sending out my decoy.
New kill leader appointed.
Got us a new kill leader. Wouldn't mind saying good day to him. Oi, extra supplies here.
Movement in progress.
I leveled up and earned an upgrade too. I'm upgraded and ready to jam.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Looks like a care package is coming in. Big things in that.
Extended light mag here. Level 3.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Extended light mag here. Level 3.
Got extra supplies here. No need to thank me, but you should. Medkit here. Shotgun bolt here. Level 4. Shield battery here.
Calling in a lifeline package.
Other squads have been there. Firing. Heads up.
Okay, you're shooting at people?
Knuckle cluster out. Got one spotted. Shot at.
I don't have any sort of sights to do that, so.
Cracked an enemy shield. Sending out my decoy.
There's a team behind us! Third party coming in! Get the fuck out of there!
Oi, enemy here. Sending out my decoy. Troops o'clock.
I ain't waiting around.
I'm spotted. Taking fire.
Knuckle cluster out. Recharging shields. Shots fired, and they're hitting me. And bam goes the boozle. Ah. Oh boy. Knuckle cluster out. Recharging shields. Go bamboozle. Drongo over there. Damn it, another squad's cutting in. Firing. Recharging me shields. Sending out my decoy. Shots fired, and they're hitting me. Healing, give me a sec. Recharging shields.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Target over there. Target spotted.
We still have the tower to get out on. Get over to me. Get over to me.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
We still have the tower to use. We can jump off and go left, bro. Get out of this. No reason to die in those fights. Let those other teams kill each other.
Hey now, another squad coming in. There, all ours. Give him my shield to recharge.
Backpack here. Level 1.
I'll take those. Where are those? Give me those.
Come and get your birthday present.
an accelerant here.
Sniper stock here. Level 3.
Back over there. Lucky for you, I've got some extra supplies here. Optics here. Mid-range.
Champion has been defeated in progress.
Champion's gone. Guess they'll give the title to any old joker. Need heavy ammo? Standard stock here.
There was heavy ammo back there.
Say one. We're all inside this ring. Open supply bin over
Shield
here.
battery here. Medkit here.
Attention.
Backpack here. Level 2. Heavy ammo here.
I bet that care package has some sweet gear for us. Thank you. I just gotta patch myself up. Hang on.
I got a Volt and a flatline. That's it.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 2. Off the squad's left.
There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Go on, watch out.
Thanks. Drongo over there. Lucky me. Third shots fired and they're hitting me. He's got it. Here comes the monologue. Serving him a knuckle sandwich.
Enemy shields broke.
Juicing me shields. Knuckle cluster out.
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown.
Well there. Drongo over there. Here comes the old knuckle cluster.
We should probably keep moving.
Replicator.
Got a replicator coming down. Here's your birthday present.
Got one spotted. On a cargo bot. Opening fire. That guy over there. Here comes the old knuckle cluster. Another bloody squad's attacking us.
I guess you guys don't know what move means.
Serving him a knuckle sandwich. Bam! There goes a boozle. Something like that. Here for the thermite. Chucking a thermite. Firing arc star. Launching me arc star. Launching me knuckle cluster. Juicing me shields. Being damaged. Get the run over here. Recharge. Cracking enemies. Bam! There goes a boom hole third. Something like that. Here comes the old knuckle cluster. Look out, grenade. Juicing me shields. Give my shield recharge.
I'm spotted, taking fire.
Send in a decoy. Wait, how do I know I'm not the decoy?
Making contact.
He's alone back there. He's alone.
Recharging me. Yeah, getting shot at.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
He went over to your left, Frankie.
Enemy here. Yeah, getting shot at. Using the decoy escape. Juicing me shields.
Finish that guy. He's hurt. He's actually broken.
Health draw, new kill leader. Recharging my
He was so broken. Where did you guys go? It was one man.
The old knuckle cluster. Replicator incoming. And there hits me. Firing. Bad news. I'm down. 1 minute and the ring's spitting distance, folks.
Got one.
enemy down.
I can't see where those shots are coming from.
Enemy spotted.
Enemy squad's dead. The meek ain't inheriting the earth today. Ring on your feet, mate.
Target over there.
Recharging me shield.
Help drone if you need it.
Give my shield to recharge.
You need to get to this rock and stay without sight from these. There's a team over there, and there's a team right there. Get to here and stay without sight. Or stay down there if you're going to.
Level 4. Healing up. You'll be right.
Attack here. Let's go.
Launching me knuckle cluster. I think this place needs a little more. Cracked. Reloading. Knuckle cluster out. Whoa, we got another squad here. Juicing me shield. Give my shield to recharge. Send out my decoy. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Another squad's joining the fight. Sending out my decoy. You got bamboozled.
Come on, sailor. Come and get you out there.
Shield battery here. Deploying me knuckle cluster.
There's a perfectly good upgrade just.
Bam! There goes the boozle. Big bloody Joker over there. Something like that. You got bamboozled. Here comes the old knuckle. Mother load incoming. The sky's about to fall. One squad left. Let's go break their hearts, eh? Rings close. Cracking enemy shit. Don't shots fired and they're hitting me. Faking them out with a decoy. Give my shield to recharge.
Not far from the ring. Half a minute.
Get out there and bamboozle. Being shot at. Juicing me shields. Grenade, heads up. Stand back, knuckle clusters firing. Faking them out with a decoy. Letting rip.
I should pick up an upgrade.
Let's check out that way.
Now that's an upgrade.
Think this place needs a little more me. Yeah. Launching me knuckle cluster. Gotta clown that away. Bam to the woozle. Yeah, sending out a decoy. Stand back, knuckle clusters firing. Sending out another me. Damn it, he's being shot at. You got bamboozled. Juicing me shields. Stand back, knuckle clusters firing. Stand back, knuckle clusters firing. Bam, there goes a boozle. Or something like that. Okay. Firing. Rings closed. Figure him out with a decoy. Launching me knuckle cluster.
Is it more than two of them? Is it more than two of them?
Shot fired. And they're hitting me. Giving my shield to recharge. Send in a decoy. Wait. No, I'm not the decoy. Send in a decoy.
I'm spotted. Taking fire.
Enemy shield cracked.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
Reload. Bam, bamboo. Back tower. Deploying me knuckle cluster.
Where'd these guys? What the fuck? I mean, I asked, is there more than 2 of them? No fucking communication. What are we doing?
Almost unethical to say this when you have 18 million subscribers. Hard to explain why, but with great reach comes great responsibility. Potentially killing someone else's nascent project reeks of carelessness. First, do no harm. And again, I understand what you're saying, but ultimately, Marquez's job is not to pump up or promote other people's products. His goal, generally, is to review them and give his honest opinion. And in his honest opinion, it's the worst product he's ever reviewed. You know, rightfully so, Daniel Vicello here mentions that Marquez does have 18 million subs. You know, Daniel's implying some sort of lack of responsibility or culpability from Marquez Brownlee, and that it's somewhat unethical that he would say this type of stuff about a product to 18 million people. But the reason why he has those 18 million people is because he's not in the pockets of these companies. He's not scared to say that he doesn't like a product. And that's a big reason why I like Marquez. Generally, I mean, obviously he's had his collaborations in the past, but generally when I'm watching a Marquez Brownlee video, I know that the information I'm getting is not too tainted. It's not too biased. I mean, everybody has their biases, but I think if anyone in the space is controlling them well, I think that Marquez has done a great job. And as you can see here, Daniel has now posted that the stock is 50% down since Brownlee's video went live. And I get the sentiment, I get it. You want to say that, oh, you know, if the video never came out, the stock wouldn't have done this, but maybe somebody else's video would have tanked it. At the end of the day, the product is clearly not a product for normal people. It's not a product that most people should get if they have a mobile phone already. If you're an affluent person that can afford to just drop 700 plus, you know, 24 a month on a product that really doesn't do anything that your current cell phone doesn't already do,
this map is
if you're willing
very
to do that,
competitive.
go for it, but that's not a product that applies to the, you know, fucking average median person. And so I don't blame Marquez Brownlee for coming out and giving his honest opinion on the product and saying it's one of the worst he's ever reviewed. There's nothing wrong with that. And, you know, even caveats it with for now, because maybe the product does get better. Maybe there's a software update that makes it snappier. Maybe they lower the price. There's plenty of things that can, you know, result in this changing. And him saying for now is, in my opinion, kind of extending the olive branch, if we want to say.
Marquez Brownlee, Fortnite.
So now that you know why we're talking about it, let's jump into the video. Recently what happened is he decided to test an AI pin. Now, I was a little familiar with this because I've watched Marquez's podcast, I've watched other people's podcasts, obviously even LTT have talked about it, and this AI pin is supposed to be basically your personal assistant. Okay, it uses AI, it updates to the cloud, and it costs $700 US.
Just want to give a shout out to all my fans.
Not to mention a $24 a month subscription, which is pretty insane. I mean, you're spending that much on the fucking thing, and then you're also paying a subscription, all for a device that is fucking slow and pretty redundant if you have a smartphone. And as you can see here, Marquez Brownlee has called it the worst product he's ever reviewed. And when you watch the video, and obviously you can kind of see by the thumbnail, there's a pretty interesting way to interact with it. It's a mix of using your voice to talk to the AI itself on the pin. Also, this hand gesturing, as we can see in the thumbnail here. You've got this light, this projection onto your hand. That's kind of your way to interact with the device without using your voice.
With the world around you, so look and tell me what you see. So it'll scan the room, use the cloud again. That little noise was it taking a little image, sending that image to the cloud, analyzing it, getting it back.
First fatality.
Tell me.
Which means they're coming to us.
I hear footsteps. Is that our teammate?
There are 3 pictures of dogs on the wall behind.
And it's pretty impressive that he can ask his AI, which has a camera, to describe his surroundings.
Got an Ultic cell.
Of course,
Could use that.
A, this is a very expensive product. B, it's a subscription service. And C,
Putting
most
his Ultic cell
importantly,
on.
that you see how fucking long it took for that description to come in. I'm not saying it's easy to do what this pin is doing, and obviously it's a novel technology. I mean, we really haven't seen AI put into hardware like this specifically. But regardless of how cool this might be and how promising this technology could be in the future, It's just genuinely
we're
a
not
bad
in
value
fucking
purchase. It's not
rookie
something
league
that anyone
anymore,
should
son.
probably get unless you're like really into AI, I guess. And even then, you're an early adopter for a product
Are you
that
over
just
there?
really isn't fleshed out yet. And as I said earlier, with the availability of things like this that can, you know, quite quickly give you some sort of
There's
access
definitely
to
someone
AI,
over here.
whether that's through an app or a website, I kind of don't see the purpose. But I have come up with one,
see a
and
guy
that's
right
to my
here.
own horn. I don't know if the Humane AI company has said anything about this, but I think that this
Another guy
product
opening these
is
pills
really
right here.
cool for blind people. The thing literally talks to you.
Yeah,
it's
let's
an
just
AI.
get
You can
Peach.
have a conversation with this thing, in theory, of course. If you can like really build this out to be
I
really
literally just saw a
accessible
dude run by there. There's people right here in the lava too.
amazing demographic. I
Why
think
would you?
that
Why
that's a
would you go
scenario
into
that
the
you
middle?
get, you know,
You're gonna
insurance
get pinched,
providers and
right? It seems
healthcare
on both
companies
sides.
to help you with, and you know, you can charge a high amount like
Oh,
they're
boy.
doing right now with that $700 price tag, and actually have it be accessible to people who have
What are you getting?
insurance. And the
You
reason
just
why
got
I say I
shot?
don't know if Humane AI has really thought about this
I got
is
shot from across the way.
how to use this product is your hand, it's reflecting onto your hand with this holographic menu that you can kind of interact
Someone
with.
on the roof.
But I think if they lean in more to the audio side of things,
Someone on the roof.
I got shot before I could ever get to you guys, bro. I'm not moving into that.
use the
I know,
I don't know. That just seems like
Well,
a
then let's
market
triple
that you
stack
could really
roof.
tap into and
Triple stack
specialize
roof.
your product for. But you know, when you're making a product like this, that's supposed
Pretty
to
sure it
be
was from
universal,
over.
the question you have to
Right
ask yourself
here.
is, why would I use this over this? This is
Here's
just
one
it's
shot.
better. It does everything that I want it to. That thing only has one camera. That thing only has AI. That thing, you know, takes a fucking huge delay to answer your questions. And so again, when Marquez says it's the worst product he's ever reviewed, well, it's a value proposition. Maybe if this thing was $50, it wouldn't be that bad of a product because you're getting a really cool, novel product. It's different. But when you charge, you know, really high prices, and then you really don't
Yeah,
offer anything
healing up.
substantial, again, very cool idea.
There's a
very
Valky in
cool,
this box.
You know, product design, but if it's not going to be good value, then why would
I don't
he
want that
recommend it
shit.
to you? He's a reviewer, not a propagandist. You know,
Grab
sometimes
your
when I
crack or
see
what?
these sorts of Twitter debates and these sorts of arguments about
That guy
No.
looking good?
Marquez Brown
What?
did this, or you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be tech related. It could
Coming,
be other
kids coming.
sorts of like really stupid arguments. I do have
Capping,
to
bro?
wonder, you know, are you
could
doing
just
this
cap
because you're gonna get paid out by Twitter?
I
Because
definitely
obviously
need
this guy
energy
is
ammo now.
verified. Obviously, engagement does make money on
What
Twitter.
did you say? You need
not as much
energy
as
ammo?
it once did, but you know.
Yeah, because I
don't know,
dropped
it's,
that Mozambique
you
because I
gotta
really
start
don't want a
asking questions. I don't know
Mozambique.
why he's defending
Here,
this.
I can
don't
drop
know
his
why
card.
No,
he's
it's
defending
cool.
this distasteful. Maybe either he's misinterpreting or he's fucking with us. Those are the
I feel
two
like you have an
Drop his
attitude.
I guess it does open an interesting question
Later,
about you know,
later.
the impact and influence that tech reviewers have. I mean, the
Seems
ability
like
to
someone
make
doesn't
a
like
product
other
that
people's
is
personalities.
Pick it up. I need to beg you.
They're fighting
Alright,
right now.
I'm taking it. Alright, you go now.
a little bit closer to what it used to be. It doesn't stay
Evangel's
down
not
there
going that
forever.
way. You gotta get
And
this
I don't
one.
imagine that this company's just gonna fold because Marquez made one
Crappy
video
good.
on them at the same time. Again, it's an interesting
going
look
across?
at the power
Yep.
Yeah, they're
that
fighting.
YouTubers can accumulate when they develop an audience that truly trusts them.
They're
and
fighting
agrees
on the
with them.
back
But yeah, that's
side.
really all I had to say on this
On
topic.
top?
I really wanted to talk about
I think
it.
I'm
Not
just gonna
something that
climb
we
up to the
would
roof
cover
right
on the channel, but you know, it's interesting. What we're talking about. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, all that stuff.
I hit them hard. Are you guys over there?
For watching.
I'm out of energy ammo.
They're on the roof.
I have no more energy ammo. I'm done.
Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. We got some
They're healing up in this bubble here.
one of the bigger stories of this past weekend. Dr. Disrespect calling out Call of Duty once again in the defense of Nick Mercs, and a lot of people had a lot of things.
I have no energy ammo.
So I hope you guys started off the morning with maybe some liquids, maybe some coffee. Have a
Crack
sip,
the
leave a
booty
comment
right
down
here.
below,
Alright, hit
and
him
let's
3
dive into
times.
it. As Doc tweeted out over the weekend saying
I need
Activision
shields.
pushing watermelons, marijuana, get high levels, drugs, and $100 camos on gamers, but they removed Nick Merck's skin for him saying, leave the kids alone. Activision is ran by a bunch of idiots,
And they're jumping up.
biggest
They're jumping up.
suit and tie phonies in the industry. To which Merck did respond with a classic gift of the two fellas doing a little fist thing, which means in agreement. I'm sure you guys already knew that, and I'm sure you guys also knew what was coming next. The entire
Oh my gosh.
giving their responses on both
It's
sides
literally
of
just
this.
about to ult.
Somehow you've been under a rock over the past many months. We're stemming back now. How long ago?
Just
Like,
giving
wasn't
my
this,
shields a
June of
recharge.
last year? It was a long time ago, minimum like
Ready?
probably 6 to 8 months, where Nick Merckx was given the ban. His skin was withdrawn
from Call of Duty. His operator said
How'd you
bundle
die, bro?
removed after he had a comment on Twitter, which took to national news, by the way, as he said,
Kraber?
leave the kids alone. And for anyone curious why Doc is choosing now to make these comments about Call of Duty, although he's never been shy of calling out Call of Duty, has also defended Nick Merckx on this instance since the very beginning.
You think I can go back there and get you guys, or are you guys still got people on? Oh yeah, there's some people. Fuck.
Whoa, can't you craft our cars, homie?
Yeah.
You should be able to craft them once they go out, so just rotate.
I didn't even know they had
Ooh.
these kind of bundles in there. But this
Replicator on
kind
its
of
way down.
business has been in Call of Duty for years.
Replicator
They
there.
have done
Not
this for a
everyone's
long,
used it,
long
but
time,
you
but to
should.
showcase some of you guys.
All right, I'll try to get there. I don't think I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the
make
tree
it.
wouldn't be a bad idea.
I ain't gonna make it there, but I'll try.
People with bongs as heads or
Make it, dude. Have
into
some
joints,
confidence, bro.
Suck a dick, bitch.
You
Feel
from
like
the
you're peeking.
Northeast, huh?
I feel like you're
Boston?
peeking right now.
No, I'm from Chicago. That's insulting as fuck.
Oh no, I just got it from your mean attitude.
Oh, my mean attitude. I'm dead. Cool, I died. Yeah. My attitude was trying to help my teammates, and I died again because of it. Just like every fucking
Listen,
game.
cocksucker. Shut
You're the
fuck up.
cocksucker, bitch. Suck
I'll
on a
whoop your ass,
dick.
you fucking
You wouldn't
faggot.
whoop shit, dude. I'd beat the fuck out of you. You got zero hand-to-hand combat experience. You have zero hand-to-hand combat experience. I would throw you around like a rag doll. You better know who you're talking to before you fucking say some stupid shit like that. God, what a dumbass.
And so when it comes to comedic references like this, they know their audience. It's all about money, and I'm sure those bundles do very well. That is why Doc actually timed this out, because they have been releasing more of these. But like I said previously, these stretch back to several former Call of Duties. If you guys remember as well, Snoop Dogg, one of the biggest faces, I would say the biggest face of weed of all time, has had that correlation and that partnership with Call of Duty before. They've had these calling cards, they've had these bundles. So it has been a long ongoing thing. And the audience out there receiving this news, as per usual now with these big hefty arguments and debates, the community had kind of like one of two sides in responses to Doc defending Nick Merckx and calling out Call of Duty for all these weed references. As some people out there defending Doc and Nick Merckx and taking Doc's side on this stance against Call of Duty for these updates, saying it's crazy a world we live in these days. Others saying the world is backwards nowadays, Doc. But plenty of people also disagreeing and wondering the correlation that calling out Call of Duty for weed has to the Nick Merckx circumstance. Two very different circumstances, some people were saying, as treating cannabis like a drug in 2024 is high-key weird. Treating trans people like pedophiles in 2024 is also high-key weird. You still benefit from playing Activision's game daily. You're doing a lot of typing for nothing. Others saying, sounds like a big issue for you that demands a lot of your personal conviction. Maybe not enough to stop playing it though. And others, and yet you still support them by playing their game. Don't talk about it, be about it. And others asking for the correlation, some saying it's an 18+ game, others saying you're right, except his skin was removed for being transphobic and homophobic. That being the accusation against Nick Merckx's initial statement. Hot is an M-rated game, the bundles are not aimed at kids. Disrespect being silly as usual. I said two sides before, but it was actually two primary sides, followed by a lot of other arguments being made.
Here, pals.
What is the correlation?
Plotting the landing's one of my specialities.
Weed and Nick Merckx in his tweet. Some people defending them, saying, yeah, you're totally right. It is weird that weed is being so heavily put into a game that we know a lot of kids playing. Others disagreeing, saying this just has nothing to do with anything, and why are you taking the stance against weed? Like, weed is cool, you know? And so there's so many sides out there. And
here's a good spot to touch down.
Which had a lot of people heated up for sure. I was just sitting back
Oh my,
on a
an
Saturday
enemy.
night or whenever this happens, and I was
Oh my,
just
an
trying
enemy.
to take it all in.
Enough lambing around.
Oh, I was packing a bowl.
Stinky lover.
Can we land here?
It's kind of weird because this situation was so
Is it
long
safe?
ago to draw this kind of back into the cycle. What do you think about Call of Duty?
Alright, come on, no fighting about.
The battle happens quick, be ready. I never noticed
I think
that
it's safe.
back in the day when I was a kid, although apparently it was still there in reference, but I think they definitely have heightened it up a little bit. I would imagine those bundles
Backpack
do
here.
very well
Shotgun
financially.
here. Got
So
some
what do you
sniper
guys think
ammo
about
here.
the situation? All right, take it easy. Leave a comment down below. Enjoy the rest of your day. And for anyone curious,
The ring's not exactly
My
what I
girlfriend
define
Alex,
as close.
she made
45
these
seconds
banana
till she
chocolate
goes,
chip
"Okay, in that
cinnamon
direction, darling."
muffins. They're really good. So I'm gonna go enjoy these, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye.
Do you think I feel like nothing can surprise you anymore? This is why I read science news, because last week I came across a paper that says we owe our existence to gravitational waves. Really? We had to build an apparatus measuring several kilometers in size to measure them, and they're supposed to have had some influence on the origin of life? No way. Let's have a look. So this paper definitely gets a prize for a catchy title, but the content is somewhat drier than the title suggests. In a nutshell, the argument is this. Atoms are the building blocks of life, except cats and magic. But where do they come from? The atoms, not the cats. The lighter ones were created in the very early universe and then drifted around as gas clouds for a few 100 million years or so, which is how I do my Monday mornings too. But the gas clouds eventually begin to cool and form stars. The enormous gravitational pressure within stars causes nuclear fusion, and that subsequently creates heavier elements. When stars go supernova, they spit out the heavy elements. These accumulate in the remaining gas clouds, which then form new stars and potentially planets around them. And these planets now have some of the heavier elements too. However, the fusion process in stars is only efficient up to iron. So where do the really heavy elements come from? Astrophysicists currently believe that most of the really heavy elements that we find on Earth were created in neutron star mergers. When these neutron stars collide with each other, that creates enormous pressure, and that, so the idea, creates the really heavy elements, including gold and platinum, explaining why we have billionaires and indeed all the way up to plutonium. I guess we'd all miss plutonium, but we could probably live without it. Then again, some of those really heavy elements are essential for our health. For example, iodine. We need iodine to produce thyroid hormones that are necessary for growth regulation. The argument in the new paper is now that if it wasn't for gravitational waves, neutron star mergers would be incredibly unlikely. This is because usually neutron stars merge after they've been orbiting each other for a long time. They spiral into each other because, here it comes, gravitational waves carry away energy. We know this both from some direct observations of rotation periods that speed up as time goes by, and from detections of the gravitational waves emitted from the merger in the last years. The authors now
Are you come my way?
Made possible by gravitational waves. But the argument is a stretch if there's ever been that the human thyroid glands need iodine partly basically, I put up the title of the paper as an excuse to
This is dumb as fuck. I'm gonna go try and craft this guy.
And I doubt it'll survive peer review. That said, the paper falls into a genre of similar studies known as anthropic arguments. The word anthropic comes from the Greek word for human, and the purpose of these arguments is to find out just what was and wasn't necessary for life to emerge on our planet or in the universe in general. The idea is that this tells us something about the type of natural laws that we must observe, because otherwise we wouldn't be here to see it. This is known as the anthropic principle. A famous example is the seemingly unlikely resonance of an isotope of carbon, that's carbon-12. This resonance is necessary for nuclear fusion in stars to create as much carbon as we see around us. And for carbon, there's indeed a fair argument to make that it's somehow essential to life, though I'm still not quite convinced, but then I'm one of those massively stubborn people. There are many other examples. like the small mass difference between protons and neutrons that keeps atoms stable, or that the cosmological constant hasn't ripped apart stars before they could form, or that the moon has about the same apparent size as the sun in the sky, which some scientists, I do not kid you, have argued
Battery
was also
low.
necessary for life to rise on our planet. Some people think these seemingly unlikely coincidences are evidence of a creator. So should we now add gravitational waves to the list of things that prove the existence of God? Well, I'd say that science can neither prove nor disprove the existence of a creator who pulled strings behind the scenes. If it could, then that creator would just be another part of nature and not supernatural. But that the universe we inhabit is such a friendly and welcoming place to life is certainly something that makes me wonder if not we're missing some part of the picture. Maybe the laws of nature are in part what they are,
Let's explore
because
that way.
that'll allow for life to rise. I see no logical reason why that couldn't be the case, and sometimes I worry that scientists are dismissing this idea somewhat too quickly. Then again, whether it's right or wrong, that the universe is in one way or another ideal for life, in practice it's rarely been a useful idea. Yes, I do use a VPN channel because I'm that kind of person who likes to cover up their tracks. I use NordVPN, who've been sponsoring this video, and I want to tell you a little more about them. NordVPN is an app that makes your internet connection ultra secure. You install it on your
Rings
phone or
closing in
laptop
one.
and use it
Of
to
the squads
create
left,
a
no
safe
time to be
connection.
tired.
With NordVPN, no one can spy on your data or track your whereabouts. And it also comes with a threat protection that keeps you safe from malware, trackers, and malicious ads. It doesn't
45
just
seconds,
protect your
rings
privacy, it also makes your life easier. You access pages in the US that are blocked for visitors from Europe. All you need to do is pick a NordVPN server in the United States. NordVPN currently has a special offer which will get you 4 months free on a 2-year plan, but only if you use our custom link nordvpn.com/Sabine or the coupon code Sabine. I found NordVPN super easy to use. It installs with just a few clicks and hasn't caused me any trouble. So don't miss out on this deal. Go to nordvpn.com/Sabine.
Come and get your birthday present.
Sabine. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
Pick me up, taking us to new heights, beauty.
Motorcycles can be a form of therapy for me. BetterHelp is online therapy, and thank you, BetterHelp, for
The
sponsoring this
respawn beacon over
episode.
there, darlings.
Therapy helps me to navigate difficult life happenings, and BetterHelp gives me access.
You want me to get you up here, or you want me to move in?
Fewest barriers to negotiate.
Hello?
We have to make a lot of intuitive judgments.
Do you want me to get you at this respawn, or do you want me to move in?
I find that therapy allows me to have a clear enough head to listen to the quiet voice of intuition in the face of big or important
Target over there.
decisions. BetterHelp is a
Bro,
very
there's someone right over there.
straightforward, convenient, and comfortable place for therapy. You can do
Yep, that's what I was trying to let you know about.
text, voice, or video. You can change your therapist if you want. Use this link for 10% off your first month
Singularity
of
deployed.
therapy. The link is in the
Major captain
description.
enemy here.
Thank you, BetterHelp.
Pulling the trigger. Being shot at. Broken enemy shield. Reload. Rejuvenating. The shield's recharging. God, I need you here. Shooting at me. Me and you are down.
Oh, I thought you crafted him over there.
It takes about a month of riding every day
Got a replicator coming
before
down.
synchronizing the controls feels automatic. I'm on Isabel's Husqvarna Svartpilen 401 because my BMW
Rings
is
close.
broken.
Only 1 minute to go.
$650, but maybe I should just sell it and get an R9T.
Ring's not that far.
I need to ride about once a week or else I go crazy. And I do really like this Husqvarna.
30 seconds till close. Ricky.
There's an old motorcycle joke. How many motorcycles is enough? The answer is just one more. The tow truck driver was named Israel. He was from El Salvador, which of course
Just
means
10
the sea
seconds.
here in Spanish.
Tinky Lover 221 says, do you have any DMG?
No, I'm getting high, buddy.
Riding a motorcycle.
Did you guys just leave?
Like cutting wood with a jigsaw.
Enemies dropped down near me. An enemy landed near me. Watch yourself.
No, I'm gonna fucking rat this out, bitch.
This is the beginning of my favorite part of this ride.
Replicator being delivered.
Sometimes I listen
Replicator on its way down. Is it my birthday already? Rings close. Only 1 minute to go.
New kill leader appointed.
Rings not that far.
I found out why Yogi Berra said, when you see a fork in the road, take it. He lived at a fork in the road. His house was
30
between
seconds.
the two fork tines. And his driveway went from one tine to the other tine. So I guess when he was giving directions to his house, he'd tell people, when you see a fork in the road, take it. Yogi was such a good poet that everyone forgot that he was one of the
Only 10 seconds
greatest
left.
baseball players of all time. This novel's so great that I bought the book 2 more times so I could one ebook. She says, I'd always thought of these types of machines as toys for uneducated people who didn't care about the environment, but maybe they weren't. Maybe this was a kind of meditation. I felt connected to everything, and the motor volume held me at a level of alertness I wasn't used to. I kept waking up, and then waking up from that, and then waking up even more. Was everything redneck actually mystical? You bet your ass, Miranda. Sometimes riding a motorcycle feels like floating. This is 343% speed. When friends who ride visit me from out of town, I take them on this route so they'll say nice things about California. Nice things about Los Angeles. Sometimes riding a motorcycle feels like floating.
Ain't afraid to match but losing. That would be a drag. We've got a job to do, so shift your carcass. battery low.
If I hadn't been operating a GoPro and a drone and a motorcycle during this shot, I definitely would have remembered to turn off my blinker. There's this documentary called Love the Beast about Eric Bana's love of his Ford Falcon coupe. He bought it when he was 15 and kept it through all his fame and fortune. Put hundreds of thousands of dollars into it, entered a rally, and wrecked it. He was so distraught, he thought he'd sell it, but Dr. Phil told him no. Dr. Phil said, I mean, come on, it's a car, right? No, it isn't. It's a symbol of your history. It is a thread of continuity from whence you came to where you are. Dr. Phil may have been wrong about Bad Barbie, but he's right about Bama's car and my 07 BMW. Cost be damned.
You're in their sights. Getting shot at. Boy jumping. 1 minute. Ring's not far.
I know what it's like being
This
a
video
single
is brought
dad.
to you by Aura. Hi.
The
welcome
fuck
to
does
another
that
episode
mean?
of Cold Fusion. In 1770, Hungarian author and inventor Wolfgang von Kempis
he didn't
built
realize
and
that you're
unveiled
talking
a
in my head.
self-operating chess-playing machine called
He
the Mechanical
what?
Turk. In demonstrations around
She's
Europe,
giving me
this
head.
chess-playing invention won
Need to
most of its
recharge my
games
shields.
against actual human chess players. And it's
No
even
further
said
questions?
that it went on to beat players
Who's he?
like Napoleon and Benjamin Franklin. Naturally,
behaving.
the invention was extremely popular. A
He's
marvelous
giving
mistake,
you head right now while you're
just some
playing
guy under the table secretly operating a machine.
SHE.
In other words, it was a hoax.
Is that why you
So
died?
250 years later,
She
with
gives such good head that you couldn't stay alive?
their checkout system called
Yeah.
Just
I was,
Walk Out
hyper
allowed
focused.
customers to
Are you
simply
just a
grab items from the
misogynistic
store and leave.
fuck or what?
Under this system, customers didn't have to manually scan their items at the checkout.
Wonder why women don't
Transactions
want
and
to play
logistics
video
were
games
automatically
anymore.
taken care of behind the scenes by AI. An elegant combination of computer vision, sensor fusion,
Well,
and
that's
deep
not the way to
learning.
mess
Or
with
was it?
people. There's better ways
Just
of
like the
messing with
Mechanical
people than
Turk,
being a
all was not
misogynistic
as it
fuck who
seemed.
sexually
Amazon,
harasses
so-called
people on
AI
video games.
technology, was
But
actually
hey,
powered
that's
by
just
1,000
my
people in
opinion.
India, watching and labeling videos
Need
to
to
ensure
recharge my
accurate
shields.
checkouts.
I think you deserve
AI
better
labeling
than that than to
data
have
is often
someone
how AI models are first
insinuate
trained,
that you're
and that's
sucking
fine.
his
But
dick.
the point is, the
I
advertising
think
was
you're better
misleading.
than that.
Even by 2022, these 1,000 people were still manually reviewing 70% of transactions.
Obviously, he
from
doesn't
Go
like
Store,
it. He doesn't
40
think so. He
Amazon
thinks
Fresh
it's
grocery
funny.
stores, and 2 Whole Foods
That's the
stores.
type of character you're hanging out with. Cool.
Although some saw it as
Bro.
dystopian, Amazon promoted their
Save it
Just
for the
Walk Out
locker room.
technology as a utopian
You sound like
digital
someone who's
solution
never
powered
got
by
any
AI.
pussy, honestly.
And herein lies the problem. Companies often leave out critical information in the fine print. It wasn't until 2023 that
A
Amazon
laugh like
reached the news
that
of the
ain't
1,000
getting you
people in India.
anywhere.
And it gets worse. According to a report by The Information,
They like
other
it when
companies
you're
have
funny,
swindled
not when you're laughing at their
30
jokes.
stores operated by other companies in the US,
Got my upgrade.
sports
Let's
stadiums,
see where it
12
takes me.
airports, and 1 university.
Have some
all
self-awareness,
used
'cause the
Amazon's
joke is
walkout
you.
technology. And this is where things become murky.
You're the
When companies
punchline.
promise revolutionary
It-
technology, but don't
homie,
follow up on
homie,
them.
just
It creates
No,
distrust.
no, I'm not your
Even
homie.
spoilers
We're not
for those who are doing
homies. You
legitimate work in the
disrespected
field.
yourself
With the
already.
AI revolution that
I'm
we're
not
seeing,
letting that
I respect
happen.
myself
There
every
needs to be a
day,
more
so I
critical
don't
look
need you
at
to
what's
tell me
happening
that.
with
I
AI.
already know,
In
okay?
this
Well, I already
Me?
told you you're better than that, so stop doing that. Don't hang out with this loser motherfucker, and maybe you can actually improve your
This
life.
includes companies
Jesus
releasing half-baked
Christ.
AI products, but also simultaneously
it's
replacing
fine.
actual
It was
humans
just
with
a
AI.
simple
It's not
misunderstanding.
fine, though. It's not fine, and I'm not gonna let it be fine. It's not fine for me, and I'm not gonna stand by. Just like if this guy started dropping the N-word, the other people can let that fly. I'm not that guy. I'm him.
Nobody's thrilled about is the fact that it can make scammers' lives easier. AI
I don't even
can
know what
help
the fuck that
generate
motherfucker mean by
convincing
him.
texts that try to trick you into clicking
You
buttons.
wouldn't,
And then
because
there's
you're a
spam
fucking
emails
beta
and robots.
bitch.
You've all experienced it, but why does it happen? It's because your information has been
I
sold
think
to
I done
data
butt
brokers.
hurt
They're making
somebody.
a fortune from
I
selling
think your southern accent means that you got your ass kicked in the Civil War,
phone number.
and now you're made to reunite with the fucking regular states because you couldn't win the last battle you were in.
No, that's all I'm thinking right
Brokers
now.
are legally required
But
to
look at
remove
his
the
mic
information
popping,
if you
killing
ask
me.
them to. But they make it super hard to do. Let Aura handle that for
That's
you.
what it's
Aura
for,
also
is
does
to
so much
annoy
more
you.
To protect you and your family
It ain't
from
annoying
online
me.
threats that you can't see.
Oh, it doesn't? Just made a comment about it, sure. It's killing you, it's not annoying you. Weird semantical.
VPN, password management, identity theft insurance, and more.
Yeah,
And you get
the
everything
boy,
at
the
one
boy gotta get his
affordable
thoughts
price.
together now.
Visit
Come on.
Can you take the dip out of your mouth, please?
Started on a 2-week free trial. Offer only available in the United States.
Yeah, B.
Okay, select
Take it out of your mouth.
Picked up our teammate's banner.
I said dip, as in you're chewing tobacco like a southern fucking loser. Probably wearing a cowboy hat. Yep, I'm stereotyping you, you misogynistic fuck. I know your type.
Artificial intelligence was
It's not stereotyping if I'm using lived experience, dummy.
general public didn't know or care.
Man,
And
I'm
even
sorry,
as
somebody's
late as
daddy didn't like
2021,
them.
when they covered GPT-3, there was a lot of people
Are you
that thought
dumb?
it was just making it up.
Maybe gotta get it.
I grew up a fucking wealthy white man in fucking the northern states. My parents were together. Been together till my mom died, and my dad loved me, motherfucker.
A lot of organizations
You love my mic.
You do your mic is capping. What that means is your mic cut in and out.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm a fucking audio engineer, you dumb fuck. Do you know why my mic is? Do you know why my mic is going in and out? I do. I've investigated it. No. Do you think I'm using a $400 mic right now?
No.
I'm using a $400 mic through a Focusrite fucking $300 interface. So no, if you go check anywhere else that you can hear my mic right now, it's totally fine. The reason it's not working is because of a specific hardware conflict within Apex Legends. And if I go to any other EA game at the same levels, everything works. In any other game it works. In Discord it works. In OBS it works. In fucking Skype it works. In Teams it works. And whatever else, it's perfectly fine. It's only happening in this specific application. And there's nothing I can do to change it. I can change it to a different microphone and everything will be fine.
For example,
But I'm not going to do that because I don't give enough of a fuck about you to do that.
Upcoming companies and industry trends.
Can we
Despite
just
not
start
having any
over
such
and,
capabilities.
Nope.
and
No, we cannot. I'll take you on a date and relieve you of this man's fucking.
And this was for false
Oh my God, he's already dead again.
about the use of AI. And I have a feeling
What a
this is just the
sigma.
start. I previously talked about
What's the opposite of a Chad? What do you girls call the opposite of a Chad?
having advanced proprietary AI
Ma'am.
for fintech products and services. In reality,
But that's your
it was
buddy
just
right
a
there.
spreadsheet. In the end, there was $2 billion missing from the books. But that was a story for a
Oh
different
Jesus, I'm just.
You might
I'm
have
not
also
even
heard
focusing.
The antonym of Chad is last alive, first to die.
for AI tasks, among
I
other
am
Stick this guy right in his eye. He's gonna just fold up and cry like a little bitch that he
even
is.
claimed that we're now in the age of the AI PC. But recent reviews of the current crop of these products have left consumers with a bad taste in their mouth.
Let's talk a bit more about
Was that one open mic?
Are you
I can't help it.
stuttering there, sir? Mr. Cool?
Many people either won't use these tasks
No, sir, I'm not. I'm sorry. Would you like me to be a little bit more,
Respectable? Or maybe turn on that southern charm that I've heard so much about?
respectful about me now? Come on now.
We know that.
We
Yeah,
know
we've
that.
got that. So don't tell me I'm stereotyping then, you dumb shit.
Who cares if one of these processors is faster than the
It
other?
is stereotype. You're right.
Garbage. Right now, I just wouldn't advise
No,
you
I made a
to
fucking
focus on its AI.
educated inference.
From ComputerWorld
Actually, it
has
was
mentioned that these
uneducated.
AI PCs aren't
Actually,
close
you're the one
to
who's
the crowd. If you're
uneducated.
expecting something transformative
I know
from
2 + 2 is 5.
you're going to be disappointed. They might one day deliver a lot of cool features, just not yet. End quote. But are there consequences of such misplaced promises, other than distrust from
You know people who what now,
companies that
buddy?
missed the mark with AI product launches?
Sorry, I'm paying
Even
attention to
the
another video going
most
on instead of
popular
paying
companies
attention to
in the
your
world are
dumbass.
Not immune to mistakes. Perhaps the biggest consequence of AI washing.
Are you
is a
familiar
certain
with the
B
Go-Go
word that might be
from
lurking
Cold
around the
Fusion?
corner.
You should probably go watch that shit. Instead of
Almost
brain
as soon
rot
as
in what you
AI
do
started
every
going
day.
Uber mainstream from late 2022, a lot of people immediately likened the phenomenon to the dot-com
What's your
bubble,
career
or the
there,
crypto
sir?
fiasco. In fact,
You
some
wanna know
people
my
still
career?
do today.
Yeah, I want to know what sort of
Even when
career
we
you
talk about
have.
the dot-com bubble,
A
it's not the
damn
World
good
Wide
one.
Web that was the
Which
problem,
one?
because of course, you're
Not a
using it
damn
right
good
now.
one. Just say
Instead,
what your
it was
career
mostly
is.
the
Damn
e-commerce
good
side of
one.
things which overpromised, reeling in investors, but under-delivered,
So good that you're
leading to a
afraid to
crash
talk
when
about it.
everyone realized
Cool.
that the companies that they
Oh
invested
no, I ain't
in
afraid
weren't
of it one
making any
bit.
money. With
I got 3
AI,
jobs.
there's
Which
no
one you
doubt that
want?
we'll see some more investment.
It's so good that you have to have 3 of them. Yeah, okay, great. Thanks for informing me.
Because he's a single dad, actually.
At Goldman Sachs Research.
So he can't support his family on one income, is what you're saying. Congratulations, single dad. Perhaps you should.
Fill his business everywhere, but I don't think you have the right to tell him that he's a single dad and can't afford to give his daughter a life.
Oh no, it's all good. I do half my shit for
I
fun.
think after this motherfucker said some shit about sucking dick and blah 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 on this, I can say anything I want to this kid.
In a recent interview with Lex Friedman,
Yeah, kid, you're probably younger than me, bro.
the lack of IPOs in the AI sector.
I was born in '83. Oh, I act like I'm 12. Says the guy who talks about his girl sucking his dick first thing when we get on the game. And you're telling me I'm 12, buddy? Have some self-awareness. Jesus Christ.
There's obviously some bad players in the
Man, this
industry
America,
who are just
you
trying
know,
to
I
make a
got
quick
freedom
buck.
of speech. I can talk about whatever
I
want.
wouldn't doubt that you'd try to be one of those guys. This is America, guy. Okay, great. Cool, bro. I live in the real world. I don't give a fuck about what country or nationality you are. That doesn't mean anything. You treat human beings with decency regardless. You fucking incompetent piece of shit.
The real companies with the real value.
Talk about America. Jesus Christ. Tell me you're not a racist asshole without telling me.
Look at the Gartner hype cycle for AI.
I voted for Trump.
American-centric. Yeah, no, you're a dumbass. Who cares that you didn't vote for anyone? You're not part of the Electoral College. You don't even know how the system works. Shut your dumb ass up. You're not privileged enough to vote. They specifically exclude you from voting because you're a dumbass. You don't even recognize that fact. That's how the system actually works there, chump. You didn't vote for Trump. Fucking dumbass. That's like saying, oh, 51% of America is for Trump. Yeah, 51% of America meaning what? There's not 300 million people in America and less than 70,000 people vote? So is that 51% of America? Because to me that statistically means that it's less than even 1/3 of America. You fucking incompetent piece of shit. How ignorant are you?
I mean, mi primos get the vote, so why can't I?
But the ones who are hastily
You've never voted for anything in your life.
failing badly.
Adios, amigo.
Have a good life, loser.
A parcel delivery firm.
Hope your children grow up to be better than you. But if you're fucking, if you're teaching them the behavior that you have, probably not going to be very hopeful for the rest of us.
But instead, when
you make great
poem and swore at him.
This amazing poem came forth about a DPD chatbot who wasn't able to do anything. It was quite amazing.
It appeared to even disregard its own rules and started swearing, and even started dissing its own employer, adding, DPD is the worst delivery firm in the world.
I'm him.
You and me, let's take this win.
Time to see if all those drills have paid off.
Everything's gonna be great. At least that's what I keep telling myself.
Introducing your champion.
Check yourself or wreck yourself.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Uh-oh. Okay, I watched that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm not getting rid of that.
Hold on tight. It's time to drop, shock, and rock.
This is hot as hell.
Found extra supplies here. Arm up. Attention. First blood. First blood.
Faking him out with a decoy.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
We're all inside the ring. Good. Got some extra supplies.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3. Ammo up.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Eyes out for him. Sniper's optics here. Sniper.
Extended light mag here. Level 2.
I better grab an upgrade. It goes well with my level up. Upgraded and good to go.
Laser sight. Gotta hop up here. Skull piercer.
Warning. Movement in progress.
We're inside the ring. One less thing to worry about.
Attention.
Target spotted.
Care package touching down. They usually carry eating lead! Target spotted.
Come and get your birthday present.
Firing.
Eating lead!
Yeah, I'm getting shot at. Look out, grenade. Giving my...
Spotted. Double timing it. Pop in the chimney. Healing. Watch my back.
Shots fired, and they're hitting me. Throwing Arc Star. Giving my shield recharge.
Heads up. Dropping the bang.
Go bamboozle. Using the decoy stick. Shots fired, and they're hitting me. Time to get a beacon. Just gotta patch myself up.
Come back to me if you can. We'll just go back to the other one.
Bamboozles for the fools. That was better in my mind.
Just giving my shields a recharge. Energy up, Voltus, energy up. Got an extended energy mag right here. Level 1. Mozambique, energy ammo, shotgun bolt here. Level 1. Got some sniper ammo here. Shotgun bolt here. Havoc here. Energy ammo here. Frag grenade here.
Mastiff here.
Backpack here. Level 1. Energy ammo here. Optics here. Sniper energy ammo. Barrel stabilizer here. Thermite grenade here. Calling in a lifeline package. Supply bin here. Backpack here. Evac tower here. You want to Arcstar? Knockdown shield here. Level 2.
Recharging shields. I just gotta patch myself up. Hang on.
Got an extended energy backpack here. Level 1. Shield cell here. Phoenix shield cell here. Looks like heavy ammo here. Shield battery here. Might be something good that way.
Beginning ring countdown. Replicator being delivered.
Replicator here, falling down.
New kill leader appointed.
New kill leader, eyes out for him.
Battery low. Charging battery.
Extended light magazine here. Level 3. Ammo up.
They're on my ass. They're on my ass. They're on my ass. They're on my ass.
I'm spotted. Taking fire.
Sending out another me. Yeah, but he's good looking. Using the decoy escape.
Tango spotted. Danger close.
Health drone if you need it.
Spotted. Double timing it.
I'm gonna move out. I'm gonna move out.
Enemy in sight. Eating lead.
You guys do whatever you gotta do.
Give my shield a recharge.
Care package being delivered.
Someone's following you?
Give him my shield to recharge.
Care package incoming.
Someone's following you?
Watch your back.
Might be something good. Hostile over there.
the chimney.
There's another team coming from your backside.
Calling in a lifeline package.
They slid over top of you guys.
Tube zone clock.
Backpack here. Let's forget that. Care package over here. Shield battery here. Backpack here. Level 3.
Eating lead.
Yeah, getting shot at.
Giving him the chimney.
Get out there and bamboozle.
Give my shields a recharge. Pop in the chimney. Give my shields a recharge. Taking fire.
Faking him out with a decoy. Yeah, getting shot at.
Round
Heads
3.
up. Dropping the
Beginning ring
pain.
countdown.
Spotted. Double timing.
Enemy show crack.
Incoming.
Up down.
Got a replicator coming down. Off the squad's left. Replicator there. Not
I
everyone's
ain't
used
gonna-
it, but you should. 45 until ring close. It's near. Easy.
Warning.
Motherfucker! That's what I get every time I go to fucking help my teammates. God damn it. Why do these kids just knocked all the time? Just get knocked around like a little bitch.
With the right moves, we'll take this win.
Asbon, we will be gifted with victory.
Ready to go.
Blah, blah, blah. You're just like, hey, go pay for our Mets hotel. Blah, blah, blah.
This is your champion.
You've been not round with me. I'm the jump master. AJ Shea, lead them away. Get ready, moving up.
Pink Mountain 101 says, Sleepy Joe.
I'm gonna follow these AFKs and kill them.
What the fuck?
You went AFK, dude.
I was smoking a bowl, dude.
I'm chasing this guy.
Ah ha ha ha, so funny.
Bro, you don't gotta be like that.
But I already was.
You know what? Just for that, I'm muting for the rest of this game.
Congratulations! Oh my god, don't hurt my feelings!
As if that's gonna change anything for me, you fucking loser. God, what's wrong with these nerds? Chat, can you tell me what's wrong with these dorks in the game? Where did fucking all of this become? What happened to gaming? When did gaming become that? Oh, this guy decides to mute because you say some shit to him.
We're all inside this
What
ring.
the
No
fuck?
kill leader. Go and watch out.
Expect for me not to communicate with him at all.
I think there's enemies in the area.
I'll likely let him get fried. Laugh right back. You don't gotta be like that. Ah.
Attention, delivering care package.
Care package on high. Favor from the gods.
Hostile patching up here.
I don't know if this guy's ever been around anyone in the real world, but if you act like that, you're gonna get it worse.
Care package over there. Care package over there.
I better grab an upgrade. It goes well with my level up.
I've been around
Upgrade,
some
I'm good to go.
dumbasses in my day, but this one takes the cake.
Here's your birthday present.
Good. Got my ultimate ready.
Congratulations with your ultimate ready. Was that right next to your stack of books there? Poindexter?
Battling the enemy.
How's it like getting throttled over there?
Pretty sure we're not alone here. Hostile close.
Used to be my homie, used to be my ace.
In combat.
Enemy shield broken. Reloading. Contact.
Reloading. Shots fired at me.
Punching a tunnel. Another squad's attacking. Focus.
Broken enemy shield. I've fallen.
Portal's ready. to recharge my shield.
Got a whole different team coming over there.
We've got another squad. I'm up.
Firing.
Pass me that shield. Recharging my shields.
Frag out. Enemy shield. Reloading. Hostile close. Focus. Voice jumping.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Next ring's full. This time I'm down.
Here for anything needed. Replicator on its way down. Don't worry, I got a squad mate spanner. Don't worry, I got a squad mate spanner. Rings far, minute to go.
Attention, the kill leader has been eliminated.
Only 45. Rings far.
Attention, there is a new kill leader.
Setting an evac tower.
Care package being delivered.
Calling in a lifeline package. Got to cheat myself. Respawn beacon over there.
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown.
Looks like I'm inside the ring. Half the squads are gone. I'm spotted, taking fire.
Can't believe it. You got knocked out by
mind therapy. And thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this.
Need something? I'm sure we can come to an agreement. This is your champion. Tell Death I said hello.
Vámonos!
While you guys parade Gandhi around as a Hindu holiday called Chaitra Navratri starts off this week, I remind you that these holidays that we practice, that other people in the global south practice, believe in violent revolution against their oppressors. And I hope one day somebody brings the guillotine and kills all of you.
An activist in Bakersfield, California is now facing 16 felony counts after making severe and direct threats against local politicians while advocating for a ceasefire in Gaza. Now, before we get to more of what she had to say, the incident happened during a Bakersfield City Council meeting as discussions regarding the council's stance on a resolution for a ceasefire was underway. Now, they were also discussing increased security measures around government buildings in the area as a response to some of these pro-Palestinian demonstrations. Unfortunately, some of them have gotten heated and violent. And
Where are they?
To increase security, including implementing metal detectors in City Hall. That's when 28-year-old Riddhi Patel, the young woman that you just heard from, made the terrible decision to issue threats. I'm not going to hold back. Complete idiot for what she did. Someone that should be condemned for what she said, and she is, to be sure, suffering some consequences. She lashed out over the enhanced security measures at government buildings across the U.S. following police cracking down on anti-Israel protests. So here's more of what she had to say and what led to her eventually getting arrested.
For VIPs only. You don't like when people come and hold you guys accountable for introducing ceasefire resolutions, because the only escalation in violence has been by you all. And so there's no need to continue. In the last 5 years I've attended city council meetings, there's never been metal detectors, there's never been more cops. The only reason you're doing it is because people actually don't care if you guys don't like them, and they're actually resisting, so you want to criminalize them. So regardless of whether you elect people into office, they'll backstab you, they'll let you die, and for that reason, you guys want to criminalize us with metal detectors? We'll see you at your house. We'll murder you.
Volt SMG here.
We'll see you at your house and we'll murder you, which led to the mayor stepping in. This is Mayor Karen Go. Here's what she did to respond to the threat.
Ms. Patel, that was a threat. What you said at the end, and so the officers are going to escort you out and take care of that.
Pausing here to deliver some honest truth, as we do in our news coverage as well. TYT is facing challenges, guys, as the entire industry is. You know who could make the difference? You. If you hit the join button below, it's going to make all the difference and keep us in business. We appreciate you. Thank you.
So, just to clarify, I made a mistake. She's
What
facing
are we doing?
18 felony counts. I'll give you the details on what those counts are in just a moment, but before
What are we doing?
Jake, am I being unfair when I say that these city council meetings
I just got shot. What the fuck?
for resolutions on ceasefires in the Middle East? Like, that's number one. And number two, like, some of these activists have gone way too emboldened where they think they can do and say anything with no consequence. Issuing a direct threat of murder against politicians is gonna get you in trouble, you moron. You absolute idiots. Like these wannabe revolutionaries who want to engage in violence. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Because all they do is delegitimize anyone who's actually doing good advocacy on behalf of Palestinians in Gaza, right? Because they get lumped in with morons like this.
I'm actually mixed on the ceasefire resolutions. I think that rhetorically, it's at least a community saying that's the direction we'd like to go. Of course, it has no practical effect, but every little bit, I think, could help. So now, as you all know, I'm 100% in favor of a ceasefire, 100% in favor of stopping all the bombings and massive military actions in Gaza. I'm 100% against the occupation. Anyone who's seen me anywhere. But how does threatening to Bakersfield help that cause?
Let's remain friends.
It does the exact opposite. It's the most counterproductive thing I can imagine, let alone deeply illegal, let alone immoral. So where do you have the moral high ground when you say, can you believe Israel is unjustly killing people? And by the way, I'm going to murder you. Okay, there goes your moral high ground. And so, I mean, and in this particular case, look, this woman is obviously unhinged, right? So, the police should take the appropriate actions, and they have begun to do that.
Yeah, I think
but saying like,
she's just charged
you
up
guys
is
want
what she
metal
actually
detectors.
is.
I don't know why you think you need
She's
metal
absolutely
detectors. By the way,
charged
we're gonna murder
up.
you. Maybe that's why they need metal detectors.
I have no doubt that this woman would also turn around and point to January 6 rioters and demand that, you know, the government throw the book at them for the threats that they issued against members of Congress on that day. But then why do you turn around and engage in the same behavior? Threatening people's lives with murder. We're gonna show up to your house and murder you because you're not behaving in a way that I prefer is insane, absolute insanity.
Yeah, so look, I'm worried that it's definitely not indicative of, to say that it's not indicative of all ceasefire activists, peace activists is the biggest understatement you can make. The overwhelming majority of ceasefire and peace activists are in favor of peace, and they don't want any civilian lives being killed in Israel or the occupied territories, etc. And using this one person as a way of smearing everyone else is totally inappropriate. At the same time as that action is totally inappropriate. Both things can be true at the same time. Now, there is something that Anna mentioned that's a little bit broader, not necessarily about Israel, where some activists in different cities feel like they're above the law. And brothers and sisters, you're not. I remember an activist threw a brick at the mayor of San Francisco.
London Breed, yep.
Yeah.
As she was doing a press conference outdoors, one of the activists grabs a brick and tries to throw it at her. Like, it's just, go ahead and stream Los Angeles City Council meetings. I mean, there are threats of violence, not as severe as what you just watched, but threats of violence against members of the Los Angeles City Council as well. It's just gotten too unhinged and out of control.
And ironically, it feels a little bit like what Israel's doing, which is, well, there's no accountability. I can do whatever I want.
Right.
I can threaten to kill you. I can do X, Y, and Z. And since I'm calling myself an activist, I have immunity. That's not really how it works. I love activists. We've had asked you guys to participate in 100 different things, and you saw us do it. And oftentimes, if it's large enough crowd, we actually bring trainers to show people how to do civil disobedience in a peaceful way, right? But you hurt the cause of peace, you hurt the cause of just actions when you do it in an unjust way. And then people then take you and then pretend that everyone is like you on that side.
Yeah.
It is unbelievably counterproductive.
So let's get to the charges that she's facing. So there's 18 felony counts, and she does face years in prison. Charges against Patel include 10 counts of threatening with the intent to terrorize a public official, 5 city council members, the mayor, the city clerk, the assistant city clerk, the city attorney, and the city manager. She was also held on $1 million bail. During her arraignment on Friday, she was ordered to stay at least 500 feet away from City Hall. She also faces 8 counts of threatening specific public officials. That includes all but 2 of those at the meeting. The district attorney told Bakersfield.com that council members Bob Smith and Eric Arias are not considered victims because they did not feel threatened. Now, on Friday, Patel appeared in court and tearfully pleaded not guilty to these felony counts. but the before and after is definitely jarring because, you know, she's sobbing in court and hopefully really rethinking her strategy and trying to accomplish what she wants to accomplish, politically speaking. But no, Cenk, look, to go back real quick to the LA City Council meetings being taken over by a foreign policy issue that the city councils have no impact on whatsoever. I hear you in wanting to put a message out there into the world about what a community really stands for. At the same time, local communities right now have other issues that are directly impacting people living in those local communities, okay? But instead, you have activists taking over city council meetings with something that the city council has no control over whatsoever. So that's why I have a problem with it.
I hear you, but you know that part of the reason they're doing that is because the national politics is so broken.
I get it. That's where people feel like they have some degree of power.
Agency, yes.
Some agency, some degree of power, but they also need to understand that their local communities are suffering from various other issues that the city council actually does have power over. And what I take issue with is how those meetings get overwhelmed by issues that they don't have any power over. You get what I'm saying?
I do. Last thing on Ready Patel. Look, first of all, $1 million bail and 18 felony counts. So
in California, of all places.
Put a little fear of God in you and make you cry in court a little bit. And so I don't know which one's the genuine part. But I will say this. She's a civilian. And so the law should proceed exactly as it is now. You can't threaten to murder political officials, government officials. Otherwise, the right wing's going to do it. Now that she's on the left wing, now we're all threatening to murder government officials. That's a disastrous idea, and you cannot have two different standards. You can't say, oh, right-wing militia members threaten to kill Democrats, then they're the worst and they should serve life in prison. But if a left-winger does it, then they should be free to go. No, you have to have the same principled standards.
Yeah.
Last thing is though, for the rest of us, she's gonna have to deal with that on her own, and those are very serious charges. But from here on out, I'm done with her. Like, I don't need to shame her more. I don't need to, like, if she's genuinely distraught about what happened, I don't need to celebrate that. And so, yeah.
Listen.
And maybe she just made a mistake, like a horrible, horrible mistake. But that's for her and the courts to deal with. Like I said, I just don't need to pile on anymore, other than saying she's 100%
Yeah,
wrong.
I'm gonna pile on a little more. If you want to make a case for not implementing metal detectors and extra security, maybe reconsider issuing direct death threats toward local politicians. Because once you do that, it totally erases any case that she might want to make about the use of metal detectors. You get what I'm saying? I'm done. I'm done piling on.
No, I understand. And like I said, look, let the jury decide who's right and wrong in this particular case. But you don't have two standards. If you say it's okay for her to walk, then you have to say it's okay for right-wing militia members to walk when they threaten to murder Mike Pence or anyone else, or Nancy Pelosi.
If you enjoyed this video, that's because of our members. They make us independent, they make us strong, and they make us honest. Become a member today by hitting the join button below.
Why are you like dressed up in this get a Lululemon?
I'm in Texas!
You know we don't have that here, right? Russell, this is getting ridiculous.
You don't have to hear your name, you can just come hang out, it's fine.
Russell's getting his cardio in
Bro
today.
just wants excuses to hang, just come in.
The enemy team is they haven't the lead. Really?
What if like you're in the middle of the set, the followers are...
We literally kicked them off, and we told them to get out of the gym. And if you're in the way of Pokemon, you never come back.
Do you have the abductor one?
We have everything.
Or you like some of like rad, the baby one. Can we maybe go before us?
I will literally do anything you want.
Does he not go?
Yeah, go ahead. Go to the gym before the stream, buddy. Yeah, go ahead. Right? You're gonna go to the gym before the stream.
What you laughing about?
No, you're right.
You have a good laugh.
We can do it on stream.
Oh, you're that kind of guy. Be honest, are you on steroids?
What the fuck? Let me mute, cause like you can't say that. What the fuck? Okay, do
Me too.
you do Botox?
Me too.
Like, you wanna go this game? Do you do Botox? Like, what is this face?
Actually, I don't know.
You don't know if you do Botox. You just wake up, you're like, oh fuck, I gotta stay. Like, you know. Look, I do Botox. I admit it. You see how excited I just was right there?